Yeah, na magana na Myxtro. One day abakaya nkuri.
Aye. President kaya nkuri ni India na nkuri.
You know mugaya abakaya nkuri. Yam ko Myxtro. What you ati?
Mate me da president Asempa ka jenze ye hu adru so that Sunday ne be back. Hello, good morning. Pepa
winner, current award winner.
General PK on radio.
The Ghana Hajina, Gona Pankwadia, Asempa Sports, the ultimate for show. And no, and I'm Ghana tuning the tune, Tukwa Bulushi, Okanshi, Kaneshi, Teshi, Noko Dakuma, Dansuma, Akuma, Akutema, Bebia. Super, Obudwate.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Papa Myxtro, award winner.
Kweku Willison, emotional intelligence.
I wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate you since Monday, but I've not been able to come through.
Kafra.
So you were nominated and you never advertised it for even a single second.
Debbie Mamosukra. Debbie
Mamosukra. Anymore.
I said, no.
The next one you mentioned. Also, oh yeah, Papa, wanna be out to be a way. I don't know why.
No crap, you
have polished this friend saying sports sector now one what polish and also who did some kind of finesse be up again no. Interviews crowd ya say pungent questions. Now, sir, why are they only award number the one?
But that's emotion.
And the Tony Uncle.
The ultimate sports show. I'm Grusa, one of a bankola, and Kumasi sensational can find. Good morning. Hello, Lagi.
Hello, Mitchie.
Asempa FM. Asempa FM. What is saying? The ultimate sports show. Me say me buy me boka cow.
Oh, who's it?
See me back in face and me boka cow.
Oh boy, we are there so.
Say me nimbo.
But what you wouldn't go but we are home for.
Asempa FM.
It's not the case. Coaches have been watching your local league, Ottawa or Hebi, John Hebi, Fatah Hebi. At the end of the day, the recommendations, Ekoma, head of the technical team. Again, so we assessment and analysis, and also overhead players are available at your disposal. Now, our analysis, okay, maybe 2 right-sided centre backs. Players are A, B, C, the best 7 options, including home-based players, because obviously I scouting home-based players. We analysis now say settle on A top 3. You use numbers, you use performance, you use versatility. So so more what other option does he bring? You settle on your top 2 or your top 3. Goalkeepers, same. Asari or Ziggy or Anan or Agbasi or Felix Chase or Branty or Timmy Fitri Obolo or no Samatex or Timmy Fitri. I got to get or call United or Free Liberty or call and or no the highest number of clean sheets in the league. Unfortunately, you can't send all of them to a game or a tournament to settle on your top 3, top 2. People will be affected, but that is the beauty of the exercise. It doesn't really has to do with baby a player enable.
Sarakatema mamami eka marieke posotayana. Guys,
Elizato.
Whosoever beats the drums of war must prepare to dance for the warrior. When the rhythm of any music changes, the dancers must change their dance steps. Champion Myxtro and Penny Forcing and one of the greatest sports presenters in this country. No more Branty Myxtro Dianka one. They said Wako Pentecost or sports news I won't take that. What things without fear or favor, comprehensive analysis. What is in cross for taxi drivers. That's how it is a house of honest street dress. Champion Myxtro.
midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show. Yebre and our song Yatina Sale. Yaba some pa good so live on radio, live on Asempa 94.7 sounds in the air live Wasida 105.9 over the western part of Ghana. Edi kan krama me sire mi say what pom to say. What pom at saying? Me say chedi ampon basayadom na daroma. Baby, I would team can baby out team in Nibiano. Bibia Ekoso 101 pa. A very good morning to you. Baby, I will be especially those in that diaspora. Yeah, that's a pass. Tony Brenninano, mo keep the faith and trust in us. A good Munsama. Yeah, the reference point, the headquarters of Ghana Sports. And I'm saying, Hana Ghana Kasa, a Hana Ghana Tier, it's in Washubia in Yachri. And okay, so it is our time, it is our duty, it is our responsibility. Say, Yatina says, na Yasomo Sumpa, a good year so, Abraya Sinkoya, Yade, the midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show. Pay Yadi Asia. Today, Wednesday, the 18th day of March, the year 2026, the year of our Lord. I don't know, pay Yatinasia. Yabo Matinasia, non cronifa, near the Nedian, so Ediasi, I don't pay, I would mediate so, and Yasem command. Yabes, now I can live on the YouTube page, Asempa 94.7, Asempa 94.7, live on the YouTube page. Siam Hontan Tempa and Commano Aropay a dozen. Ya Bobo no de ba a dozen pa. For a gentle bra, for a 10-year bra, for a tina for Siam ho. Not your brain to me and King Canina and Opay. I will show so. Never be also intimate and Koye. Abraya Sinkonia. Team of able producers at Daruma. Ashisha and Samno Akasia Cassia Yedika and Editie. Nina Yadi Asia Aropay away in Jumedi so. Live was Sempa 94.7, the headquarters of Ghana Sports. And I'm saying Hana Ghana Kasa Ghana team international in the tree. Yeah, that production team now Asiano. Nana Kwaku Mensa Ken Kaninja Atrasiano Pay, the senior presenter, what's in Canada, Eric Siadu Buadi, Bernard Padiboche, Pablo Aima International, Abednego the Dotman, Evans Kwabena Sapon, Joel, Nana Ama Ousua, and I feel the other wonderful members of our team, Kobe Stone, Professor Ike Wallace, Patrick Oseajiman, Samuel Kwadadirenchi, and a Jumediana. Isi na bakonswa o hwe atutu bibia ama bibia so atimi akoso wano mididi obin kwaku Andy Ghana's Myxtro ami Subri Simo ana matena se larger in supremacy enenso de no yede mu komobonyina ede Asia anopay e wodwumadi ne so abra ya tena so ya yede emu enchemu nyina no ede ebro anopay e wodwumadi so entuni antena na watewa so di adam se enne enkomo no esosopa e wo se nyina etumi eka ho ede adwenche nyina eka ho na etumi edi enkomo yi abra yesi enkonwa no na enra na the Champions League night boys no they are separate home from the men games are to dwanyina and na woman qualify to the quarter-final stages no nyina aye clear Arsenal call Sporting CP call Real Madrid call Paris Saint-Germain and so echo and na ye hwe woman betimi abeka ho ewo ene games I no so betimi atoja and then so ya jebre to me edimu nkomo abra yesinkonya aropay e odwumadi so enu nti aya na wakaya kan ho na yetumi edi nkomo reactions a eba nra ene de eba nyina emu nkomo bonyina no yesisu koso aropay yedimu nchemu nyina latest and super latest nyina aropay yaboabo no a yede ehon nsem nyina no ede ebrewo na ye back to our continent the biggest story and enra the appellate committee of a year calf Eddie Abetuja just after 58 days about the final of the 2025 African Cup of Nations no ewie ye no nina abeto abontene or here articles or mujina so and then you know ya bekin kanina na ya di munchemo 82 83 and 84 of CAF regulations nina and ya so and ya strip it off Senegal from the title and of course and komo bebra e wachi and pay me no ka say the Senegal Football Federation the kata tintin dia babo ntini regarding the verdict the appellate board the abetuda and pay ya bekin the position of Senegal regarding the verdict. Also, we are going to share the final game. Nibi saying that till and I'm saying after the game, no, idea finds a hoodro and the banner who will be a comma coach and the players and the Bibrina and the G Womo HFA Nina Chino Morocco are Pili Emma and Nay verdict no etimi abetua bontene ebi di san komo no kesipa ano pay e wujumedi so
Ultimate Sports Show.
And you know, the Black Stars of Ghana squad and ye bomu at the trail 26-man squad and Abetuda for the two friendlies named Ghana, Austria, and Afe Ghana, Germany, na Emun Komono Ayebebe Henry Asante Tum, communication director of the FA and about the headquarters of Ghana Sports. My enemy Team Komobibre. Watch Chemudiantia local players no a year back na yenya on-field player bia amfa anko the friendlies no not to say papa and I'm said this season you know they are the president of the federation kind of people as a season where performance because through in fact the best season antimi produce the best materials away in league you know amometimi akusia kind with the World Cup empo in the friendlies no ya sonobi wo no san common so penifo edi oma no atum and many other discussions enra etoda hian chiremu bebre na no arope yatena so ye di hia say a midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show live Asempa 94.7 also na other matters regarding the clubs no Kotoko latest at top form headquarters na betini kane ni nyina ye bobo de abrel sanso na house of folk MD Akasa de afa players ni terminations via eba ni nyina ye nkomo ni bia anopai ni nyina ye nsadema ye de ho nsem nyina no de abrel live ewo yenjumede so enti ya be hwe na okay ho na nyina yetumi ahwe abom ebrepem 0302216545 and I feel 0302216546 na also wetimi abowremu de wadwenkyere ewo nkoma anopai ye to ba so no na also kakra wona also timi de akan ho na timi aboa Ghana Sports na yenya etampa de efra anopai ewo jumede so midi di Myxtro yen contem na yen kofa yen ko akrata no boso no enhyase tentempa na fe enkoma edi akire nyina no yetimi edi atoa so anopai ewo show no so edi amount King Kaninja atenase yenkoi na yenkotie yenko akrata no boso no sisi ya emra na fidi di umwa yetimi edi atoa so
Papa radia dom ene ne humobura wenya dia mada santi papa anope boni bie ni eche otiase ya yankopan sen e dia my own sawoda so yen automatico e divine selection na ede aso ama first 11 won so yede wuginem aha ntia na enye bete ntia na wodi asede dia ma papa no se humobro ni na doye etumi ayekese so regardless of family ye born in echi no wetumi e dia kate asefo ho dia papa what else can we say than thank you God for a brand new day our dear my enano pay and then so you kwada for ina yeda nte du and say dia ensa kom no wompa
and happy birthday
and happy birthday to every kweku any queers nti ena yeda ena yeda nti yamfa kwenye wesu ni yenchia Ghana ni bia ne mpanimfo a wom etie the biggest platform when it comes to sports in this country yeda omo ina so ase to say ne wa let me borrow your words for keeping faith and trust
in us. Inti papa ebe da Ghana ni bia nso ase. Na ya wasede ni bi nso say the man for making our day and night memorable. What you say? Inti anope me sure say asede PSC asedemu pepian kuma asedemu renkumo siedu ebeko ediama Mr. Otin for holding us down yesterday. Ewo dance man. In fact, you know, your Champions League pub series, you know, Enra was my second experience. But in fact, Enra the end there, Enra the end there. As I be done, sorry, let me hear me sound kakra. Enra there, in fact, nam kama. One thing, Papa, you know, where I me pe won kofo bi ho, and say, no matter your flaws, and they are so blessed to the sense that they look beyond flaws in the and those in Kofono, God given. What they are saying to say a mercy.
And God given, they are 1 in a million.
1 in a million.
1 in a million.
1 in a million. Wow. I like that. 1 in a million. And anope yemfa kwenye weso na yenda yewura Otin ase. What you say, Mr. Otin?
Mr. Emmanuel Otin.
Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel Otin.
For your chief finance director.
Okay.
Emma Ghana
education
service.
On the second no ya die mu sports me
but Mr. Otin free Ministry of Roads. Okay.
I
know the bar sports.
Ministry of Sports.
What I say?
Okay.
Until free sports no. And no call NHIA.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
NHIA.
Oh, NHIA. Okay.
Baby,
National Health Insurance Scheme for no.
National ID card.
Oh, National Identification Authority for no. And here NIO.
NIA.
Okay.
And waba
education. Wow.
Nah. Mr. Otin, too much.
Too much. In fact, you're more basso.
But Mr. Otin,
and you know,
Febima, Yeniaba, Amo.
Drop away na men komna okay tie ko ba na ma drop nyamu ye no ma capture ni na
yam funny say me re fidie see me ma just 30 seconds e dey see
hey and no there and ali butu na ba nte o dia nkanye hey international aima in fact na nimpa fi aima and so such a great gathering and course. Papa, it was a memorable day. To send a me describe it was indeed a memorable day. And then make catch us say problems say war minimum and the economic hardship and send a fuel started rising and in for busy schedule near dinner say opportunity say Mr. Emmanuel Otin. What you say? Na ospene o Jenny bia wo ye bia no case person have time. When baby blow my mind, you know. But could ka say and na me na me nemo bia nyampe manya mo ho we am kan chem na mintia na enko yeah great. It was great.
Hey mudidi come
oh yes in say ye nua ba na amo ye chewa no pay papa no nimpa nye fast bubaya nanka amo de che say you know de beto ho no bucket no yipie no ensama no I say woman minimum no ababa ko ese no aka no amo fashion fridge amo it was such a fantastic night
and quite so for my apia
and Joe de atoso Joe de atoso dada Joe dan ne maye ana untumi nan we fidie no untumi na me nan o hama ya enua na edaso no yeah papa enua de na ekoyi pa nti ye beda mo ase on sa time na ye dikodu ye ene senior ofa so no ye na dwene se papa kwan bia so obehosi ye regardless of you later na ye ne ade na no na utumu sampa amon so aye crowd say odun so be hold ye down Intianua dansoma na ye call no HR residence mo a mutie commentary no ebusafo na tiane se kakra course no na ye dey ato so ha jo wala dan jo Asempa no ya butro
do eza mambo
benye enemu na
mambo benye timuka alatula ye papsi is onko nti wankwa we be say
switch ya Asempa nti we ne ntumi ye ho hwe Facebook for YouTube for ya na se misuro sa no pay on metutu bi man ye yakodi bi wie na ye de ho sessional results ma o mi and but Papa it was great nti yen samfa akonya we so na yenda Mr. Emmanuel Otin ene ye nuaba amo yenda ono so ase say no omo hold ye down eno ade ekoye
okay nyame nhiro mo bebre
nyame nhiro
yemfa eye
ko wakata me mo so tew na issue about
nkomo bebre
na okay careful ye beba omo so yenkomra Papa mpacho ya sha say wo Daily Graphic ko wakata no na Daily Graphic di bia banner headline no or say at 3-day agrotech fair Mahama pushes for radical agric reset na say no so e normal course o copy 3 of the Daily Graphic and pay ubenye bi na wetimi akenkan e hodomo na page 13 of the Daily Graphic yes same re-registration will be final when I can say you and did some George assures process to prioritize convenience and on so there papa say sim card you besan ko register be mo you besan ko dealer so ko jam mo
approve aba nte you besan ko biem
na se ne ye kwa yemi
o mu chase we no advance ye be
yo yanko yenim ewo ko wakrata no so emu na
we say Myxtro we are fasting no yes we are fasting
we say fasting we break fast
and right the break
you break fast you say fast no pense yen ka bi nshem you fast you pense be break fast intendo no papa who back page of the Daily Graphic as sports column or the biaba or say 4 new players get stars call up for Austria and German friendlies na say me dey kan bobo so and so the Amagana for Daniel J, Derek Lucas, Marvin Senaya, Patrick Pfeiffer, Omina normal pictures and so Abba and the Daily Graphic and so I don't pay with me Abuetre and so a day Amaye Ewo a Hodomo na Ufa Daily Guide Kowaka Tanwa and also banner headline or say Ghana slips in mining investment. When I can say you already did Ede Abu Jinaponium for and an infoni this house story which ya Oko page 3 and also be no to me Akinkan and what you know was a Sky Train Trial Lawyer Grills NIB staff officer and also I will pay 6 when did Solomon Asamoah and then a picture and so at the house story and also a DHA and so a ye papa and also I will hold home now was a 6 houses touched as Sampa chieftaincy violence displaces families. Papa, yes, Okwa Sampa, Adajani Pusu, Emwaya Dim Papa, yes, a hen Samini, between two, betesumen teso, we are Henry and to move, and no Koswa Sampa, and no, and I'm so amateurs and Chino Shube and so I could pay more, and a Daily Graphic who could pay 3 and a pay one so capture what they are. Now, you see, NBC guns lock a Joso Jabi NHIA manager's office. Onwofo.
Sadena aya omunya buche kakra. Omunya buche.
Na ndene no omunya buche kra.
Omunya buche kakra.
Yes, hwe omudi nnuane na doane ade akobobbo openini office ni matum. Papa mso mo manimpie.
Ya tu amawie na sanema we bi adoso pa.
Adoso okrom ha.
Party foot soldiers omunya buche na minor ye chechire enye nkakanga bibia be kama.
Okay. Papa oko back page of the Daily Guide or say Ado Hans 4 debut call-ups ahead of World Cup preparations. One say they can add together that GFA talent hunt uncovers future stars in Ashanti region, and it comes with a picture of Edward Jemfi Achampo and a name what also would be Nimu Amateurs Ghana Football Association one more talent identification and development programmer Ekoso Ashanti region one also would be Nimu Kumasini or Boase respectively, and as a washer so ebetumi ayakama Iran in talks to move World Cup games to Mexico. Iran is on World Cup, no. Yeah. Also, the Kamba so monko. What I say. Na Papa Iran force omni FIFA for edim komo. Yeah. Omo America for no omo ye no omo nya hu. Nti omo FIFA kasa. Sanka be nkomo games a ankom be no. Omo fa nko Mexico mum. Omo prefer Mexico than say
games no more can say because me move the World Cup from US.
World Cup games. Okay, World Cup games to Mexico. And I said the entire World Cup. And then for David.
FIFA FIFA MP any disaster.
Iran on oh, now yeah, GV saying a him for we see him the Mintimayan American.
That or no Kasai. When if you can make interest.
Oh, Iran.
Hey, what about Kuno Mama who say?
Say I'm for no many games in Mexico, dear. Understood. And I say, now because you say, you're American free. None can David, Iran for some rebium. On some rebium. I, on some rebium. Okay. Ya prayer point ya no mo ye bromun so ya no ya America ya nti baba na visa ya ba we say ye nkobo World Cup no Mexico nko a
be bromun so a okay na baba makai one powerful prophet bi ana o Ghana.
Okay.
Ebramunsio or the Yenkonya sa but Ebramunsio no asofuma and I say sorry ma enko and numbi but sofo no and the number for ne nebusian for there daba ko na sofo na damfo pa obeno dimrika nam say ni bibi yare den otumrika no course of no say nyame nipa we the one ma Ebramunsio ni bi na yamfa nkoma asomasia de ba no was a far quasi free. Jessica and Final Hospital now. No better. Final Hospital now.
Papa, and some now canina oko adomonline.com and I feel myjoyonline.com and there I'm midweek, you know, Obekwa Koyin Sansem be yam penny for the home kobo, never once my mining punto academy so Papa, Nina Obenya be enough with me a king kind.
Very well, enti ano ane kakra aba ye kowakrata no mu aye de honsem nyina no ba now listen to this. The CAF Appeal Board decided that in application of Article 84 of the regulations of the CAF African Cup of Nations AFCON, the Senegal national team is declared to have forfeited the final match of the Total Energies CAF African Cup of Nations AFCON Morocco 2025. The match, with the results of the match being recorded as 3-0 in favor of the Confederation Royale Moroccan de Football. And this is the verdict anopay eda yenima yede eba enyasem kuma. Na per this no the article umu ejina so the yes decision no the article 82. And I just want to read the articles, no, yenya clear understanding of it. Now, Obia or person or channel in Biano, well, who said the Emrano AC Ekam. Or see if I'm reading the article 82 of CAF regulations, no,
the African Cup of Nations.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Or see if for any reason whatsoever a team withdraws from the competition or does not report for a match or refuses to play or leaves the grounds before the regular end of the match without the authorization of the referee, it shall be considered loser and shall be eliminated for good from the current competition. The same shall apply for the teams previously disqualified by decision of CAF. This one is the 82. 82.
Okay.
Now let me read the 83. Joe Mediama, who we are now, they are told a YouTube page. So, a team that shall not be present on the ground, dressed to play at the time fixed for the kickoff, or at most 15 minutes later, shall forfeit the match. The referee shall register the absence of the team and shall write it in his report. The organizing committee shall take the final decision in this respect. And the final article, Article 84. The team which contravenes the provision of Articles 82 and 83 shall be eliminated for good from the competition. This team will lose its match by 3-0 unless the opponent has scored a more advantageous result at the time when the match was interrupted. In this case, the score will be maintained. The organizing committee may adopt further measures. We any the articles are a year calf and penny for a jinaso ede woman a year verdict no ede aba. Now I don't pay okay Senegal for the a year woman press release no so ede aba.
Okay.
Now also press release. The Senegalese Football Federation FXF has today taken note of the notification of the decision rendered on March 17, 2026 by the Appeals Board of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, in the case DC 23316. The procedure follows in case DC 23316. This procedure follows the complaint filed during March number 52 of the Total Energies African Cup of Nations AFCON, Morocco 2025, between Senegal and Morocco. By this decision, the CAF Appeals Board declared the appeal by the Royal Moroccan Football Federation admissible and accepted it. In doing so, the body overturned the decision that had been rendered by CAF Disciplinary Board on the grounds that the appellant's right to head, right to be heard had not been respected during the initial proceedings. The appeals committee also determined that the conduct of the Senegal team fell under Articles 82 and 84 of the African Cup of Nations regulations. Consequently, CAF declared that the FSF had violated Articles 82 and awarded the match by forfeiture to Senegal with a recorded score of 3-0 in favor of the FRMF, pursuant to Article 84. The Senegalese Football Federation denounces this unfair, unprecedented, and unacceptable decision which discredits African football, discredits African football. To defend its rights and the interests of Senegalese football, the Federation will initiate an appeal as soon as possible before the Court of Arbitration for Sports in Lausanne. The FSF reaffirms its unwavering commitment to the values of integrity and sporting justice and will keep the public informed of development in its matter.
Great.
What I said.
Matthias.
So this is it. And the final one now I will add, they say, we share a year and penifua etna a year board neswa. And penifua womunim depa and woman etna board no so. And we had the appeal board that Justice Rolly a year double or no a president of Nigeria. Faustino Varela, if we a year Cape Verde, one year the vice chairman of the board. A year Muaz Ben Tazar Nasari, if we Tunisia, or no a member, and Moses Impanga, if we Namibia, and so etna subi. And the final bit of it, a year Mohammed Roba, for Djibouti, where a member. Hamon Fel Bobe, if we Mauritania, and Asombovi Pomlan, if we Togo, Justice Masuko, a year Timothy, if we Malawi, and a year Lubamba, a year Njimbi, if we a year DRC, or also a member. These are the men are almost forming the appeal board of CAFA, almost this decision at the ABBA. And now the floodgate is open. Discussions are watching.
Yeah, Papa Medasi. Now, Enra, it was very shocking. Say, was it about 50? Say, how many days?
58 days after the final.
Good. 58 days after the final of, the biggest football festival on the continent of Africa. That is African Cup of Nations. Now, Yenino can give, an account to what really transpired between Morocco and Senegal on that fateful day, Morocco. And I'm Suma Senegal for a G. Papa, first of all, before I make call, the articles now with the abano ni omujina so a age tournament yebeka say the winner nanka say age free nsem di ama Morocco for no ene Senegal for response ni ade when him say so we will be na say put it on the political lens what I say you will be quick to say this is pure witch hunt.
Yeah.
The part of CAF against Senegal. So won't pay attention to Noma Abubobosuya, and we'll go into that.
Okay.
But before I come to that, we say so what's your political lens now? Because where there's a CAF for which hunt Senegal for, and they just want to please Morocco, especially when Morocco had already accepted say the women's AFCON now because what I say I'm gonna make host after the African Cup of Nations, then Morocco for a trade man CAF for said they be tournament now man so me host no.
Omo de
kaka person mo share no me bi answer. Nti omo mfam ko me no kase as we speak CAF for I announce a new date, but as to where exactly a tournament remember so the CAF for to me dey omo ntimi mfam metudwa.
Okay.
CAF for are yet to confirm either Morocco ne host tournament and as ye Yakob before the only thing a CAF for to me I say was sister date they be a man football no. And ye name say Morocco for no are still paying and beefed because of their course no. Yes, Morocco for still almost free that emotional trauma the Enyoma is see on that fateful day and Senegal for eventually the trophy no Morocco for still that shocker that broken heart in Morocco for saying free mu.
Okay.
In terms of dealings and decisions between Morocco and CAF for no Papa omuntamungo sanko fam yenu omuntamungo maka na mesa kan bi say Papa Messi Morocco if not the most powerful country when it comes to football in Africa one of the powerful countries. Yes when say who FIFA formula no the FIFA you can say display we no emrano found it on obi a politician I was saying directly involved in game no what I say also a politician now so occupy higher position I was say what I say our game in the FIFA mrano found it also FIFA dika say abine football na ni chaka interference but when him say Morocco the Royal Moroccan we now working no your friend saying federation yes when him say papa ni did thousand leisure I would dear nimu as the Royal Moroccan Football Federation president and kahan ko ya keto kuno well nukoya na huko Morocco warrior minister in charge of budget
as a finance minister.
I thank you very much as a finance minister in Morocco. Wanu kroya uko executive council of FIFA wanu kroya papa kroya so wasa wo hobby he is very powerful and my head football nka frowning on those things he said obi wo and no abaimo no I mean hugely involved in running or the governance of any country and come to me higher position in football no Morocco
put it on record they say woman dey no say sheda anye governance a monarchy system okay sheda anye abaimo okay royal monarchy
thank you me that's for the clarity inti way ni the way kakra. Now back to the case.
Yeah.
Papa, if you really want to understand the CAF for now, so we will be our packing kind. Now what Article 82 now kind and say minimum so bet me as I come Article 82 say or see if for any reason or see if for any reason whatsoever a team withdraws from the competition, that is the African Cup of Nations, or does not report for a match, or refuses to play, or leave the ground before the regular end of the match without the authorization of the referee, it shall be considered loser and shall be eliminated for good from the current competition. That's a competition. The same shall apply for the teams previously disqualified for the decision of CAF. Papa, number one.
Article
Article 4 masa what found back one. yet me catch us a match in a crown. So we need we need lose. Number 1, so we withdraw from the competition. Number 2, so we match in a wamba. Number 3, so we go for what's a born day. Number 5, say you match in the Jago Perman, so I was in me free park in the show. Tell you, and you're number 9, and out of this 4, Morocco for F1 and I fancy Senegal for F1 in 2. But refusal to play. No more. Martin because one go from some mobile. But eventually, yes, also careful for you know when state say refuse one man outside Bobby Moa. On again say refusing to play. Then number 2, leave the grounds before the regular end of the game without the authorization of the referee.
Okay, maybe that is where Umo tied down.
I agree with you. Morocco left pitch this so. Into Kaya. Obi a ohwe safa na ne bia no will attest to the fact say say do baby no Sadio Mane ni buofu players na kwa dressing room no but what can say Sadio Mane buofu players na kwa dressing room no because Sadio Mane enim the ramifications of the actions and Morocco if I say Senegal players no are taking on the field of play
at a point or consulted Claude Leroy and sana penifo be former players be more but the biggest challenge is that after that day, the CAF Disciplinary Committee defines by Emma Senegal, you find close to $615,000. The banned by coach and 2 other players. Now, woman are appealing, Omo fine it to as a responsibility. Tom say end of the discussion for them, and yet Ometimi I go ahead. This verdict in Asempa. I think the one problem can see and so
Papa, any problem, and your problem in a sense to say, first one fine buying. Or say Senegal's Football Federation was fined a total of $615,000 for various offenses, including misconduct by players and technical staff, which violates the CAF disciplinary code principles of fair play, loyalty, and integrity.
So we're disciplined on misconduct.
Thank you very much.
Misconduct.
What you say? Misconduct, only metima or say fair play, loyalty, and the integrity of the game.
Okay.
Inti, a misconduct. A has nothing to do with. That is the regulations of the FA. This one a disciplinary, code. And as a disciplinary article, so you code to and not the so. So what do you know more them?
Okay.
Now you back regulations and game
and because you come ready because parties meaning Asem
good.
But Senegal you find woman woman jitumu and woman say appeal what you say but Morocco there one no a protest what you say o protest and Senegal so anye counter protest and I said you feel cross protest think Morocco I was think Senegal so a protest maybe difference but ojaima Morocco nkwana ti Morocco asem nkwana
Senegal for no mo feel so many o mo tedidim but Morocco decided to say Papa exhausted all the judicial process and then opportunities are yenin and exhausting
okay
and and at the end of the day Nyame can say the most important thing is what we all spoke against, that is bringing the game and I said the image of the game into disrepute,
the name of
the game into disrepute. On that particular day, we all know, sir, we are Senegal Nimpoa. Yes, not Senegal, African Cup of Nations. Yet, Nimse Senegal for a putty AFCON into the spotlight on a negative note.
Okay.
And then we are seeing discussing AFCON final course. So it was a shame. Say a country like Senegal for able to me a demonstrators I didn't demonstrate at no any other stage of the competition than the final proper.
Okay.
Into Papa, media many count for ayajini. Me phone count for ayana so.
Say football here the brand.
Football here the man here. Papa, where there is law, there is no opinion. Baby, I'm now on the end. Yen children and I'm a boy. Yet the money you did cast him. There be a yes. Papa, so what kind and I make us say, baby, a ruling no baby, Senegal for 40 and Article 82.
Yeah.
So some person make a case for Senegal. Just go back and read Article 82. And what does it say? It says that but AFCON free park and so I be referring can say free park and so.
Yeah.
And the Senegal team left the field when they've not been authorized by the referee. No match and so and young point. Oh, sir, I'm on game anymore to say Sami Rentimuni Ade. Okay, say issues in the by the cancer. Senegal could have protested while staying on the pitch. What I say?
Or maybe after the game.
After the game, come to a protest.
Yeah.
In the heat of event, Papa and him say game, an emotional game. Until emotions ever rise, the tempers will certainly go up. And some person staging demonstration, they could have still be on the pitch, Normal stage demonstration for maybe some minute to be. Okay. I can't remember. Michelle. I can't say Madrid derby between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. At a point in the game, Papa no Madrid and the Atletico Madrid almost so protest pa. And you protest how much I say that event in Ankasa, it was too chaotic.
Okay.
I'm a ball a hot game for some minutes. Atletico Madrid players and the Real Madrid players, the group more further one side.
Okay.
Now more man called dressing room. And I'm to a game so right after so mobile ped Atletico Madrid take and I'm that needed point now. I'm running away from that game. Into what I'm saying, and I say Senegal for no, if someone will be maybe calf and meaning say yes, court of arbitration for sports. Senegal for so many bequaram. I'm so many bequaram. Young Ken. Evidence in there, I'm so the beco, and then your mom equity and their back case. But from what we just read from CAF for regulations I govern the African Cup of Nations in India. For moment I say Papa, I clearly see Senegal for F40 on that day.
Okay.
And as the regulations states in Article 82 of the CAF African Cup of Nations regulations, or say, oh yes sir, you will be deemed a loser. And for that matter, Senegal for regardless of winning the trophy, and they yaje Eddie Amamoro confuse a step in the right direction. The banisa and also I'm a game na ya do be so to me a comporting home. But no the
description Senegal edema the verdict as I know shikakra first was say just unfair, secondly was say unprecedented, and or say unacceptable. Good. And if, of course unprecedented. See that in our history
for sure.
What you say
for sure,
but unacceptable. Not
for
just
sure.
When too many.
When baby I feel so Senegal for ma car for name penny for to me. And even including Morocco now, so to say the workers afternoon two parties nenya. And for that matter, when Senegal for the fine Emma.
Yeah.
Also, Oman carry.
No, but don't say now my responsibility.
Into what you do, it means what you do, Sawaya Bonnie. Into a bonus, the other party, ever push system, feather.
There's an assumption of guilt. What you
to say, my dibony? Into what you say, you don't determine the sanctions. Baba, Yako. Now, Samaba, no one could get to say, you don't determine the kind of punishment or say the amount.
But replay new mumre.
I had the state replay them patcho. I had your posit in it. Your posit in it.
The quantity and a clear case of replay.
No, but almost
no, but we're not abetting because timelines down. We are continental tournament. When you league.
No. With the continental game, I sound so a final of African Cup of Nations into Papa. Ebon Sampany for any ground to be few, sir. Senegal for the moment they accepted, say, Omo, any wrongdoings be AFCON final, no more Omo fines the two mono. It gave Morocco for that, motivation. So met me a pro and so met me a pushy the system further. So met me added that severe punishment in Senegal for, and here they are. So much to me a strip off the trophy now, at the Morocco. May show how the trophy now could you
of course.
No,
oh, why not? Yes, I have verdict about. Is it Cavo share the integrity of the tournament? Don't forget this particular year 2025. Total Energy say African Cup of Nations. Sika countries taking part no. Enya ye no. Ebi see that. What you say?
Yeah.
Now, all sponsors and so munya ya. Idea. A bin soon see that. And the sponsors when you in the eyes of the sponsors, say in a tournament, a corner final, I think say a bit pushy sponsors away. And na cap pese appeal no coso na verdict the two baby that so that a bit show some kind of will be uphold some integrity for the tournament in the face of the sponsors. Sentina, no, so yes,
absolutely, absolutely. And Papa William said, CAF and CASA as a governing body on the continent, now so much concern about final course, because Papa, it was too chaotic. I mean, the event and CASA and answer on that fateful day, it was too hostile. I mean, two countries in him say, especially Senegal, what GB recently, Nanka what do final, the Nanka few say, but the two countries in Intimian Comportum, I'm a final, and yes, Senegal and Kwan and Ediano. Also Morocco so enya fine bi am na no biaji to me say obetua ne de but me feel say Morocco for didn't pay attention to this and per what Sadio Mane consulted Claude Leroy on that day a clear indication say no nim say a day will come Adewe
okay
article we betumi awie o man did this
article o man nye provision for what about in the case of the CE nanka Morocco penalty ni buy no Boshe and Senegal and Chigo and Omuwini ya enka ebeden
and say e ban sa me sure say I want say e can be e ha o kan 84 no can be down ho so wo hwe ya o say den o say the team which contravenes the provisions of Article 82 and 83 shall be eliminated for good from the competition. This team will lose its match by 3 goals unless the opponent has scored a more advantageous result at the time when the match was interrupted. Unless the opponent, that is no Morocco for no. Ashe more dia and then sanka ebegina ho in this case Morocco share more and ebegina ho
and sanctions be na
and sanctions be ebiti say violate when it comes to fair play loyalty and integrity na when ebehwe but no bani omo still na nka unuamo ebegirem na omatumi ayewe afa trophy na ko nti na emra no
maybe you captured in some of the articles yeni shedan ko so ye behwe pa but to yen better no yeni e twa say Senegal na be win day no we on the lighter note e buy na Senegal win ya e di sika yi ene ya kafa over 10 ye bende
ametemo
ye bete yen
ametemo
na yeni e lose ye no so
mo so ye de be mamu
kaf be just kana because among for say in no Senegal be win a bit DC kapa millions of cities and na bi so ka say Morocco be win say see a kafa over 10 dey na ebekoso no ye on the lighter side of it but the interesting story about I feel say the continent will see if bibi epa different what you say bibi betimi aba what the appealer yes Senegal so more ekoye wo cast no
well Papa for articles here them anyway
so these when pictures in the videos I the streets of Morocco after the announcement nearby jubilant mood any nko just more kind of trophy to more trophies are women already in the continent in pictures in the one
Papa me feel say okay emrana dahano very clear say baby omode be kobia no ye baby say omo say who free pitch this one and what does the law says what does the regulation says regarding tournament ekoso na say game ekoso na team ebufu no kaso ombo biem no field in so o say enna na me combine enyoma mienu in the article 82 ne say o say leaving the pitch
okay
enna deciding say ombo biem also can say eventually Senegal accepted and came back to play but the initial attempt was say the initial attempt was then number 2 leaving the pitch without authorization of the referee Minim lawyer nipa obekwa stage defense pa ma Senegal for obetumi overturn ade we. Sure. No, I'm not sure. Minimum no too much there, but this is too understandable and simple for somebody to say call him for overturn. Sure. Especially when CAF for ama the grounds are fair by also or they find be man Morocco. One for Senegal, Morocco be. So on the day, almost so actions in the absolutely. Inti a bonus say yancha fine, what time will be on your but the final decision, as to Senegal qualifiers conducting when cameras in the whole world was watching the finals of the biggest football on the continent of Africa there. I don't think some Morocco could be Senegal could be between anything. So,
but they can still test the law.
We seek out between it's a court of arbitration for sports. To the moment I do some corners why already said enough evidence we do seek a kahunafi we are cause but to say American evidence quite clear.
A man for baby if you say yes Senegal obviously the law has no respect for Senegal. Now say Obia can't be uncle so far the same.
I can say that. I can say that simply because to say okay we see that. I didn't see that. I mean, who the countries involved. What you say? Say be Spain, and Ebeka say be and North African powerhouse be, and West Africa team be, and Central Africa, East Africa for be, and Aquacosia, and the names country too powerful, but careful for trial say media more media. Then we can talk about all these things. But we know because it is the first time. What I said, this is the first time in the history of Confederation of African Football. This is the first time. And the laws are there. It's extremely difficult to say, Mecca Sabia, Morocco, yes, want to mean ye and no free. What I say, no, and Batabata, what I say with the emotions in the Casadia, you will definitely bring that conversation. So, Sakoya Morocco, and then I say Morocco for no, I rescue CAF for in so many occasions when it comes to staging, tournament for CAF for our countries, baby, nano, well equipped in terms of infrastructure. So, always CAF fall on Morocco, say, to rescue the continent, But apart from that, Papa, ya de mrane ya de ka no penny ya cheche mwina, enye ye fi adwene o. I am mrane da hono, ene ye nso ye read bi, na ye interpret and say ye cheche mu according to your understanding. Me feel say okay kan mra no na say wote mra na se a. You clearly see say CAF want to protect the image and integrity of the African game.
Lawyers need to be Eddie Umo opinions. Good morning, Myxtro. In the match, the referee didn't blow his whistle for the match to be stopped and let the game come to an end. In my opinion, Senegal can use the same Article 82 because they came back to play the game in the referee's book. And the Obisa said, I then now move free park and so per the same article, no referee no I'm ben say near Mokodia, say them Ranica and my end the game no my train mom was about parking so boy until if you bet me the same article with perfect explanations at the Amaka Sama wa overturning the decision of the appellate board of CAF. And also we a lawyer can shape Habako and a debate.
Okay. Papa, and also another factor because okay we know I'll say if for any reason whatsoever a team withdraws from the competition or does not report for a match or refuses to play or leaves the ground before the regular end of the match, before the regular end, Papa, baby, well, minim ne lawyer ni jina so, but per me understanding, or see before the regular end of the game, until you can leave and come back for the regular end of the game. Till you, and I'm in a bro fundamental say, or see, or leave the ground till you papa mpacho okay, or leave the ground before the regular end of the match without the authorization of the referee. So there can be a regular end of the match, but the point here, when you leave before the regular end of the match, and in this case, your friend says Senegal left before the regular end of the match, even though they came back for the regular end of the match, to continue. To continue. But the underlying word over here is leaves the ground before the regular end of the game and without the authorization of the referee. Inti Esquire boy kakra because how much say permanent asemu papa, it means to say you can leave and come back for the regular end, you know, but it still doesn't justify say still you will not, you know, get any sanctions. And yes, I'm in tears anything.
Mamin sound found call another scenario now in Como IFAB, International Football Association Board.
Okay.
What their laws say.
Okay.
And situating their laws, the Omokano, to the SC and then Article 51 and 52 which gives authority to the referee in the course of the game, and his decision are final. So what was the referee's decision on the day? Because what kind of laws now? Was it
article saying
51 and 52
okay.
of the International Football Association board laws? Board laws. Was it each match is controlled by a referee who shall have or who has full authority to enforce the laws of the game in connection with the match. Now the 5.1, 5.2, okay, let me read the 5.1. Decision of the referee. Decisions will be made to the best of the referee's ability according to the laws of the game and the spirit of the game, and will be based on the opinion of the referee, who has the discretion to take appropriate action within the framework of the laws of the game. The decisions of the referee regarding facts connected with play, including whether or not a goal is scored, and the results of the match are final. The decisions of the referee and all other match officials must always be respected. The referee may not change a restart decision on realizing that it is incorrect or on the advice of another match official if play has restarted or the referee has signaled the end of the first or the second half, including extra time, and left the field of play or abandoned the match. However, if at the end of the half the referee leaves the field of play to go to the referee's review to instruct the players to return, it does not. Okay, let me go further. I think that we have another beautiful angle. I was saying. Okay, it does not. Okay. And the same thing now. We see one year season lawyer and the diaba as International Football Association board laws, no, and no na a referee because referee no. So you say Emrano say na eka. What you say? Time and players no a free park in so na no. Nebia we decided by ending the game. Basis in and they say Emrano say who leave the field of play. Abra referee authorize ya. Then sad decision way and na onsa ebetumi aka. Until that time and referee can game no halt for 10-15 minutes. Referee ejina hodoma wampon ana wa train ama wo masa ba beto so. Referee decision is game no bibia e kama na yetimi abo ediewie. Until I missed all this, no. Say with the International Football Association board laws no to one. I think say there must be a case for Senegal. Okay, so now me check it, baby, about specific timelines are referee. Maybe a team be buffalo free pitch so and I say referee to me call it off a game. What I say? Now me check it. Na ukomwa papa nyaminya wa hane say. The referee may not change a restart decision on realizing that it is incorrect or on the advice of another match official if play has restarted or the referee has signaled the end of the first or the second half. And to referee no, won't to me if you say incorrect, say a restart here, then you don't restart. You get the point. And this one, so I am running a ball in game and I state away from the International Football Association board. Yeah, me really be so loss of the game. Now me share the English FA and so on. Also at the kakra na and also elho. Or see a referee can call off a game for various reasons, including player safety and then dangerous conditions. However, the specific duration for calling off a game due to a team leaving is not
explicitly defined in the in the provided results. Generally, if a team leaves, the referee may stop the game if it is deemed necessary for player safety or there are other significant issues on the field. So it still lies with the referee. In this case, Senegal for coin almost am I.
A man for crowd or another school of thought say any players in any league and Uka say they left before regulation time. Some left. What you say? Emrana is silent on whether Baku Kra Koya. I mean, a chess more every park. I was saying, but where they say referee no. So free say obi a free so now you're incorrect there. You don't restart the game. What you say? You don't restart the game. Me ba jomon fa lawyer PJ Mose to so ma me ya na lawyer so me boy wo Sanche mu.
Yeah, from a money point in understanding of the laws and how it operates and works, and also embe boy e kakra because here the to send a man city no and ya kenkan ya di e ho nkoba but to send okay say any place ni na nso na free agupama no so what you say and yet the entire Senegal players ni na no and a free agupama no so nti yenhwe how e ho nso no ye betumi aka no e dey afa but the thing is Senegal for no Emma game no a hot for some minutes. Nina no a demonstrations concerning decisions from the referee. Until still it comes back to the game now a hot for some minutes, and it was as a result of Senegal for staging demonstration. So officiating no enkoyi anamebwa.
Exactly.
Until Nina so normal, technically me yourself say a beban komonimu say I didn't see then to your match for some minutes. When I call for some money na buy minim say Nina will come into the conversation when you apply the laws and the rules of the game. Lawyer senior
Yate.
Okay, Cheetah.
I say Senegal didn't leave the ground entirely. A game can come to a stop because of a protest of something they are not happy with. If the team didn't continue the game entirely, then they have forfeit the game. The referee didn't call off the game, but continued to officiate the game after their protest. So this is the angle. Lawyers need be edible. Until I say, so umbeko kasa. I think within their purview, also test them rano with the same article and the same opinions are ever. But Africa, I'm saying, Yaji.
Oh, Yaji, a test case. What I say, a very good test case at the Maya because when we say Nam Tisana can we are suffering now, will be especially a year AFCON final. Now when him say, the other part of the world, Papa, almost view about the AFCON and Kasano, something to be discussed the next day. And I say some other time say we share African Cup of Nations and call for if you say AFCON no cross soon soon nim for sure, but this is what we have and your person make it AFCON better. Emma SNK need to be changing the narrative. Emma turning doubters into believers for them to know say the African Cup of Nations and so it's equally better same as the Copa America Noir amount for bono better same as the European Championship the Europeans and so engage in the CONCACAF for so the omobono yenso and before we meet at the Mundial these are the competitions every confederation ebo for ne members inti na yenyina nim say ye for kwan paso na etumi abo to change the narrative until that fateful day it was too chaos between Morocco and Senegal about to see a walking and then say when a team leaves the pitch and in this case some members of the Senegal team left. Others were on the field of play. But others, we saw only Sadio Mane. We saw only Sadio Mane.
Yankoi na a seasoned lawyer, Moses Entry Benefo Esquire was a senior in the space. Yanko na Omboy Kakra. Law, a very good morning to you. What Pombo called here?
Papa, I'm
any time the unprecedented next year regarding AFCON 2025 the verdict the appellate board of CAF for the Abbey meaning say working can be minim the tutu from the legal point of view what do you make of the verdict Abba from the appellate board of CAF?
All right, Papa. The full verdict mean kind, but scanning the money to international news, maybe a most more canon in ETT. I'm saying a ruling and a kind. You may appreciate decision better. But per the explanations, Amodebana said they relied on the decision to strip off the title from Senegal based on CAF Article 82 and 84, which is clear. But somebody also make an argument. Over IFABAD, they are in charge or in the control, they formulate laws governing the game. That could be a defense for Senegal. Because Senegal and a referee's decision, they satisfied with that, some of the players, and I say most of the players, if we fit in the show. But if you have to go straightly to the CAF Article 82 and 84 now, a referee will decide to take the decision. So, be another game no in the end to us. Now, referee now allows Senegal for an asaba back. No as I restart the game, no. Now as abo extra time. I'm a Senegal arena. If you look at the IFAB rule now, Article 5.1 and 5.2, with authority, game minister here, authority in the agent, the referee.
Yeah.
Now, referee allow more quiet as I buy, and must continue game, no, and also I record those when the game has ended 1-0 in favor of Senegal. I think that went to us some waiter. We should not discount it.
And the CAS decision now, Senegal are taking on right way, right?
Asempa FM.
No, Papa said this is in there. It is based on laws, regulations. Emrani can say. But when you have a case, somebody will also have a defense. So going to CAS, they can make a case. Fine. Even though maybe they might have flouted Article 82 and 84 of the CAS regulations. But they were allowed by the referee to continue. And referees also will say, final say, when the game is started.
Okay.
So that would be the defense for the Senegalese.
But the appellate board of CAF and Nimsa I said the decision finally lies with the referee. And at the end of the so man consider say referee now making the right decision at the right time. Yet we will go ahead to name these sanctions.
The full ready to appreciate the facts I'm considering. But me tell you, oh, kind and Christmas by now. What say Senegal for no? They went to sleep. Oman filed cross petition. Oman
yeah.
Maybe they thought they had won and that nothing could be changed. So they relaxed. So to them, they will look at the fact of the when they It is a me about one hour which I believe that will go through the verdict. Now, so one for cross petition, one for defense,
yeah.
But when now, but the push one must do the reasonable defense, so that they will put the arguments, pros and cons together, and make a final decision by CAS.
So, what does this mean to the continent, Africa, regarding our continental showpiece, the AFCON? No, say we are a binsida na abani say the trophy amount for the first time. Ya pija sikema wa jisika pudo na ya overturning say send the city for the continent.
Definitely, two sides. The winner will be happy, and the loser will be dissatisfied. So Morocco for no be the museum monitor on Facebook or move. But Senegal almost also on the pitch, and they won within regulation time. They are happy.
Now,
to in order to maintain the sanctity and discipline of our game, I think we should go by our laws.
Okay.
But the laws, no defense as well. That person must also put it up so that the educating body will look at the two sides and then give a decision.
Hey,
that will be backed by reason.
Asempa.
And the Papa, I'm saying, fault in the brain, the free referee. Because referee should have been more straight on the rules of the game. If you do this, you are not allowed to come back. But once you have allowed them to come back and you have restarted the game and they have played and won, I think they have a case.
Okay.
And CAS will look at it.
Okay. Law, I don't pay a better pa nyame ensure pa legal education ka crowd ya my show no. So nyame kan. Okay. Enti lawyer Moses entry benefo season lawyer Esquire na wotin nkan. Me patron lawyers no bebre emfa opinions no. Emra mebo because baby adru no de yede ne kejeti ade. Ana omu de ne makola de. Enti monfa makola de no bra. Na yemfa kejeti ade no encheche mu kejeti na.
Very important.
Enti Moses entry benefo.
say senior Eddie Nasam no ebewie no. Or can say he feels say we should go by the laws of the game, and that is exactly my position. Say share rules na careful for apply waha. Now, Papa, until we get defense from Senegal,
okay,
and Senegal for me prove say no, they also have a case, So what kind the Article 82 and 84 then we feel say CAF is still in line. What I say, all to make sure, say, you be protected the image of the African Cup of Nations, say, into media until Senegal for the other side of the story or a bit to me approval, say, and then they also have a case in this particular way into the Court of Arbitration for Sports, EMRA, to their defense, and almost make it be until we get to that level. I feel that CAF form I idea to make sure, say, anytime Bia or BB say you use Senegal as a deterrent to other countries. I can say you do this big platform. The whole world is watching Africa. This is not where and how we have to disgrace ourselves. You say game emotional game there, but sometimes you control your emotions and your tempers.
Okay, Kanija lawyer Fifi Ewuzi answer the way by or say all the players must not necessarily leave or boycott play, even if there is a reasonable suspicion or suspicious thing, a player or a team is doing anything to cause or halt play, the laws will apply. Please tell lawyer Moses Entry Benefo that the authority imposed on the referees to continue or to stop the game is discretionary. It does not preclude the final decision maker, that is CAF, to impose sanction. The referee may have viewed his right to exercise his authority on the game, but CAF has the final say.
Absolutely.
And lawyer Ewuzi, Fifi, and so anyway, lawyers, you say, I me do, me depa. So wait the back. Nafi,
exactly. Lawyer Ewuzi, there, what dear Baya, one also kind, we use so key will be
a discretional.
Exactly.
Referee is okay, your final. Measuring to me, pony at the Abeshemi. And do the mobile.
No, I want to take a decision here. Almost what to show. And I like maybe or cited say and yet necessarily say all the players also move pitch so and Sana 140 and manager say leaving the field, maybe a year halting the game.
Okay.
And in this case, Senegal through their demonstration against officiating, they halted the game. And almost free park so nti aba ne sa emra no be hwehwem wo ho what I say nti me lawyer we see yenya another lawyer so na ono so
already Eddie Kamba fufu lawyers Myxtro, so those of us who stake bet on Senegal and won, are they going to refund our monies? And Saki Alimu, anyway, your time no echo, Yakaka, young Kwahman, so near Magana for so into me, and Fakaka, Emra, Yanko, I'm so minty, oh, yeah, oh, that be my Yankona in 0302216545 0302216546 0302216545 0302216546. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Eric Papa Myxtro.
Kwaku Holison, emotional intelligence.
And then a lawyer Kwaku Holison, my friend.
Lawyer Kwaku Holison, fantastic. Yentio hello.
What's the deal with a logic reasoning power?
I'm telling you, bruh.
But why should it always be Africa? Have you thought of it?
The ultimate sports show.
What will other federations take us for? If the final decision on the pitch rests with the referee, I think that the match has ended.
Exactly.
Match near boy because the score was 1-0. By the end of the day, if somebody files an appeal against the decision that was taken on the day, baby, I'm already baby. So no, you know,
I will grounds pa.
I was mean so
The ultimate
when you come to our local court and can you wait when baby I say we call appeal and go call.
Sir.
But we sure say a North African team the fire and the course happy when can be Jida Maseneca. We sure.
No, pay the grounds there. I think the appeal
has always been there. Now say casting in local clubs here they be home the baby decision. Hardly do the North Africans lose that case Zanamiwa. Hardly do they lose. Are you serious? Hardly do they lose. And I didn't get Senegal we Ejima cry and yet and I had it. When the woman Senegal friends in Morocco for age much what you lost the match in question and you lost the match by a lungu. It wasn't that say you call penalty spoon and we win a penalty and
yeah.
The goal was scored. You were given a penalty, you lost it. And if you knew very well, say you have some laws against Senegal for some of the patients. I didn't a penalty in the Morocco for some boy.
I don't see another angle.
I didn't know a penalty.
No, but I didn't ya jam out the abebo.
Okay, German fine. I will say as well.
Okay, so I'm running so the position of it after it.
And I make us say, we are course anyway, there was something that marred the beauty of the game. That's why they have a friend say, come this far with this decision. And I'm a
and no, I don't know.
And then that issue, I question the supporters issue.
I know you're dear here.
They are confused. They are confused as Kotoko supporters. I know. Circles funny global for now. Myxtro imagine say we are global. I'm on appointment as national organizer. The letterhead reads that global blah blah blah. What accept it? What accept your appointment? No. Now the later also your circles member. Are you sure you are okay? Yes. Because the chairman it serves him right and I'm a because Obia to me for 3,000 Emma Kumasi Sports Stadium near or a national organizer this time. I wish it. And do you know where I've taken the matter?
Debbie. So say honor Debbie eba. Honor yeah last stop.
India somebody supporters there's some count. Oh. Anyway, good morning.
Good morning. 0302216545. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Papa Myxtro.
Jagapa mami ntiwe.
Yes, so number one coach. Yeah. Papa Myxtro. Abibia Canberra when Chile again. Yes, sir. I think that now any push a decision. Said imagine said Ghana that bought AFCON now you maybe a mistake 1-2 as you see him for Kuwano and Calf and young for Kuwan in Black Calf and as you see they are no more the champions maybe a mad yes share and I said you win against Nigeria, but football is governed by law. Lawyers are cuckoo down on your Wakasa, anyone Kasa, Niama Moch, especially King Canida. A beer the Niama maybe say football, no, I was here shady. Decision is sent to Ghana, you take ya. Quebec as a president catch, crap, body or awarded a particular team with a trophy. It's young Shinadia. The Abano, a idea was a players Shinadia Power Cromo. Then Captain Lucy will say, Penat is a player, not assassin misbehavior. When she a case study at the Magdanian players. It has to be agreed. It has to be
0302216545. Now, lawyer Sable's way, Obi Munyanamufa, Obi Sumra, now on also Emma Kaka. Yay, Kaka count on the call law school. No one found home Chemka camera. Hello, good morning.
Arena de.
Ya Pablo,
Myxtro.
ya da bibia bokodie.
Makacho se, okatem se bokwa. Adiachi na katemada bodwemo jeje ofisani ya. Japoni nyachi onyankopon asam asori die. Na che asida na duma otweli ampopa se ya do. But any part from there enya bokosa.
Ya na lawyers na keke tibom boyen so the circle lawyer boyen.
Ai, on se krum ha no, asa asemo kufi a obi akopie so no o che na den. But the Kudu police station a different case. The Kudu court a different case. What do you say?
I know great.
And when I ban CAF executive neboa and atna so a omde verdict about football for nti we there me no me new bia me ka fa ho ati ase na mom no we enya offense additional dey kese e fama area sin na football enya African kwa o because o say offense say Asia won ya dey a sana ma we nyina because so ati ase nti no be football for any opia say if you kwa World Cup ya ekwi especially Ghana and me print ma menka Ghana tem say be let's take decision be and a player be and anu ya offense say Madrid anyway say Jose Mourinho on the not supporters you know one of the player but you know no boy every year what you say we never because we can't protocol out of Lions oh Kromo and say okay so yeah mobium
yeah no type
oh e bien sans same way e bien that time like protocol dey Africa na tikana no on ba be jama out of Lions wana.
No, but young kind of clear say the FA's regulation a bit differ slightly to a CAF there and the honor the any Ghana there and so you kakra a woman and pepe.
Fine, Matthias here, papa. But when any signal the whole world football, say we a player, not a left take decision. Be I said what come at here, said you be and now you support them pa. Who need right to say what about there I go pitch so because the left so taking decision they are question to game no committee need because of the safety and also no think about so and I want some say the one man can birthday at the baba and you know the best football for the say then you know aba say no I also lawyers no be na dwene dey eba obi atu na Ghana ni and we are seeing no and the whole radio station or do be aba kanafa say the offense Asempa say na mo chechire mu kanija chechire mu ni offense PJ Muze and other lawyers so and the adventure ba no e prayer ni e prayer dwene mu e football na ye di akire and say ye bo no mu o say offense kepo cappuccino o so tire pa na offense abisalam yakum mi kom ni ntisi la onte nka
there be maintaining car. Hello, good morning.
After watching.
Lawyer experience man. You should legal experience me.
Oh, okay. Lawyer experience man mo ayade. We dey Asemba dia na Asemaba. Obia eni so dey ye sibes kanu ma abutoye mo ba. And I said you carve for no money nipa. And I Ghana ye football blana carve for use no one you know be a issue. Na me pacho na applicable can be say Ghana hand this year Ghana didn't see that. Okay, the late Jale a Cameroon corner.
The ultimate sports
ye mubium no one at the buy. Ye Ghana hand this year. See about Bono. Ye Bobo ye no.
There you are coming, there you are.
O say
koso
Ochebono say kotoko for mobium. I'm a place we could be break or dressing room. That's right. So it's coming back is at the bono. I'm on saying it will be and see a cow from that and the idea more Ghana ho. And so say up to now be anyway see yet Senegachi Ajikapo said ye mere dropping lawyer Moses and Chiblefo or cano. Lawyer, me too shamo, and one no, when you know who be much no. What take you this year? What you be dear you na? See, I know see a can. Who will you all Japan no? Who the decision in the BBA could tell? It is so far on what you must in the gap. Okay, so much precaution is on the air. And yeah, why the cap on the ama? What point match you know? Put the cap on ama. Morocco and case goes. But what's our mobile? I just cap on the go celebrity. I must celebrate him. The whole Senegal will be in Senegal cap. Now, by Jehovah says Senegal cap. Nagana, I didn't see. It is that. And yet, take your crooked pencil, work with your pencil. Jeria come and coach your ball,
and yet Jeria come and Jeria, sorry, is Jeria coming. 0302216545 0302216546. Yasemu, Jeria coming, Jeria coming, Yasem. Hello, good morning. Yeah, assume Niana. Assume. Countess, young coin.
No, million markets, and no capacity. I'm a bonabato, and a lawyer about a bonabato. Ghana Africa football. Today, yeah, if you let me, then you make as you let me put a man. The gap for a body Ghana, you say, Obi, Obi, Obo, I told you. Orinia, if you let me, the women winning home. Wouldn't board, and I told you again, Europe.
The ultimate sports show.
Home away, why,
Yeah.
Other things like home away, what I mean. So, Ghana and African one, you better use my home, any winning. You're going to crowd ahead, keep going home one winning, or go away winning. Yes, we're in Borbo. Yes, there, left it. Our woman. Tell us, you know, what is Senegal matching. We're from Frankfurt, opposing the guy.
Hey, Debbie, fans people are no. Why? Hello, good morning. 0302216545. Hello, good morning. Final caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Papa Myxtro. You have a good day.
Nyami adumo, brother, also who ye?
Okay, Adoma. Who share a brand new or say if Article 82 or say team no Olivier the first grounds now.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, grounds does not necessarily refer to the pitch now. It refers to the whole stadium complex.
Oh, how?
Oh yeah, open check the meaning of football grounds. It's not use the word ground, man, you should pitch.
No, baby was Olivier the field of player.
No, who redeem that man can read now. One can say the field of play or the pitch, or use the word grounds.
Now grounds na him fan any about game no. That is the grounds.
Grounds in football no refers to the whole stadium.
Where specific grounds? Where can the field of play? In other words.
No. Nana man kasa mo kan no the kind game or if the team leaves the grounds one can say
the grounds of play baby e bobo no na all can.
No, pato
na honom de ko him fan na wo person o kire say grounds stadium mo nyina.
Yes. And as Senegal for them empty stadium mo nyina o. All the places no dressing room. And say am go for boba aye no. Cap for no say mo nyim say omo bumra so ana mo tena wo hwe extra time na ade no.
Na you can referee asem say referee na osenka o make a decision on that.
The referee in the referee so ni mumra say team na referee grounds no o fi pitch no ba referee grounds no. O dem ba o de aya mo so mo
oh yes na kasa without authorization and no na a caveat no say ho ya field
authorization from who
say referee nka say free so now free so you have left the ground.
Okay,
that is it.
They have not left the ground, they've left the pitch.
Without authorization.
If they have left the grounds, and hotel.
And I'm saying, Brian, say without authorization. And also, I can't hear you more beer to me so free, no free.
Yeah, but you can say the protest. In the protest, and OCG, and I'm from Mumbai, and the term they are on this LOG protest, which is the penalty, so no mobile, no, on the to Muboy. So my put on cast penalty, no one young to media. Fine, you
okay.
But in everything lies with the referee. And it's more careful now. Even the president of Senegal had to call in. Motina was share ball. And the referee report said, 1-0.
Okay. So you can't grounds in football. Managers Matthias here in specific say the field of play and then the grounds. No, you can't. That's a final caller. And as I say, that's also the other final one. Hello, good morning. Hello. Evans, yen transfer invention. Ya beba na mpanyfo so atena se na omode kakra. Aba abusuafo Asempa FM sunye 94.7 da se ultimi free o messages ba ya. Ya da se pa. Ya be ho meso di ama no ne de no ato aso tentem sisi a e de ama na fi wi a de akire nyina no yetimi e de ahyehye so e de ama. Me de Myxtro. I'm the
best in the world. I got my power, I got experience, I got do everything to my
and they will call what you say. Can the Dafon Bill and you're part of it. You were limited slot into the answer of a free campaign. I was 0247 431 602 0247 431 602 and now 0209 194 507 0209 194 507. Campaign travel and tour at too far. Or the Ecopiemo, our World Cup and I say, Sing Testan was it a strong, a tough, a durable. Sing Testan, a strong, a tough, a durable. Ope baby pa na was to unsua. Sing test tank no and the papa you are kesipa you are dentam and you want to talk a crowd so they go school office and I say baby what they call sorry if I just sing test na papa unse muni ye fita se fin bema utimi ginamu hukuru mu kama pa na ne bo no so de ye papa sing test in Krabatani Dawson Ghana ha and to the open be na twa for number ba queen 0244 335168 0244 335168 baby a war Ghana biano ye beto me ama ye tank papa ni bi na so wetimi ato ayuso na etimi aboa onuma wudie nyina sing test tank was say a strong a tough a durable I don't pay so can ho sika fam and yet you my dear man on no brewo. One more time, Mr. Emmanuel Oting, Chief Finance Director, Ghana Education Service. A very good morning to you. Abo, Sister Adwa, we are too much. Nim kwan say apian and one of them a chinchina them, a pesa them, kusie wom, multifaceted meat, and ye bobon and ra. We are with the Jakwa and Yauka. Now was I so as a property. I'm a BBI. Come on, what you what you are quiet, Yanuka?
Debbie. About you, Papa. Where the 2 pound of bomb, Jimaya. Now the former woman, I say, let's start to your supreme.
Papa,
I'm a Ghana Nibia Chakwaba, Asempa 94.7 FM, the ultimate sports show. Shoes of Eric Esedubwedi Kedwana Nkasa, the foreign minister, and as a way in shoes in Ashamia, Mede Amananin Sam Kakaya and Sakano, and so ya the Abraham. What him say, show them, Yetumi Akahon Sam Bebe, Ed Amasa Senegal for say, Omani Confederation of African Football, Kafu for Nyajene, send a Kafu for Aji Trophia, Chese, one more Ebreji against Morocco, our Chese African Cup of Nations, a course Morocco, no, one more Aji from Nsebdima Morocco, and I'm some Semekosi and Yamaran Samwa. Nese kafu for show munyo say Senegal for timi no eno amam penimfo ne nkrofo bebra start here woman so de mo commentaries nso eba ne tenese Abrantani din ade Idris Ghana guy I will say kan ade Emma Everton the trophies no what na no ensam kakra aba ne ensam o kan ina ne say we trophies and medals ne ade a nese ko tournament a wogie no ne ina no e ade bia emprempren na efe nese e temporal ne ye pa ne se be ko tournament na fe Tafua, when Meso Mada Jenny Bre, Aquacopia tournament, Rasenso, women and so baby, Obi A Kofia, Nasa Torrentum Bibian sent me here, and also A and Samaches Abranta the team, Eddie Idris Ghana Gay, while also Eddie Tuja, and I'm in some and also better ho. Now Brenton did it later Patrice Evra, when a former left back at Manchester United, when you also the French national team, Nasa Brentano, Econcodeja Nasuepa, Etme Edebois France Mino, Nepacho. I'm a pay Abrantani did Patrice Evra. One also at the Kakabo say and Ukrainian enemy. Now Patrice Evra and the Asempa one Kabia, Nasa and Nayetio, Ayana Musuanasa, Abranta Patrice Evra say, Sabin Preda say disgrace for African football. Ayan Guasia Cassia Passe, ya tournament Cassettes African Cup of Nations every na Omami Tisa Senegal Wajie, na Yelokwa Tademo, Nasi and Yemfa Manchester Morocco, Ayade say a good African football. abon animas yepa wey ayen sama me no kase Nessa Brenton did later Patrice Evra chemi pass ready aye katasumo moaso ne chese ye chinchim Senegal fonsa aye daylight robbery scandal kasepa and chese hate African football me no kase former left back at Manchester United and of a French national team no already did at the later Patrice Evra one so they to you now pay yeah the report and so amamo so e wodwere so yankodim ne mfa ni enchemo e chese UEFA Champions League 2025-2026 na okokopia mu a na say the round of 16 games ahodwa na eno etumi course no wey second leg games haven't played the first leg last week no wey second leg matches me okay say eno so etumi toja na wodwani echemo early kick off no was the game between Sporting CP Sporting Lisbon ewo fiem ewo Estadio Jose Alvalade eno chese eno ewo Portugal na hon Sporting Lisbon womo etra fie me pacho 90 minutes no omo botimane didi Bodo Glimt kamiensa na se Bodo Glimt 20 minutes omo push game no di extra time 120 minutes of soccer fiesta full of actions and trails and so on na se Sporting CP4 womo to me as a 5 goals to 0 against Bodo Glimt amano kase na se Sporting CP womo to me eyi Bodo Glimt so e dey free UEFA Champions League round of 16 mo Abrantani did it Inacio and after Porti Suarez Arau and after now omina no to 5 goals no and the boss Sporting CP against Bodo Glimt and once and so ko dey ntimano kase na se Sporting CP no woman set me qualifier na so mo komanim and so our competition mo wey report kakra no and so to me beto from Portugal you know once and so to yanko Emirates kakra na eno yanko hwe enkomo and so ko so the Emirates Sports Stadium no and how Arsenal the Gunners and woman etra French Bayern for Leverkusen ball by 2 goals to 0 Abentani did it a better Eze in the 36th minute in the first half no and also first goal of 63rd minute in the second half no Abentani did it Declan Rice one also about Cope so Arsenal 2 Bayern for Leverkusen 0 na no ana match na ba no Orani did Mikel Arteta say nsam kakaka na say Arsenal still unbeaten in the ongoing UEFA Champions League in so emu.
Great, so difficult to achieve so many good teams and you really have to earn it, but I think overall over the last 2 legs and especially the way we played today, I think we fully deserve to be there. And the level is no question, the demand schedule that we have as well, there is no question about that. Put in our soul and all the energy and enthusiasm that we can in every ball and every training, and with a lot of staff helping the players to recover as quick as possible and to help them be in the right mood to play in 2 days time or 3 days time every time. Very good, because we are winning at the moment a lot of games. You are in every competition and that's the dream, and that's what we want to be doing. So I'm the one as well that has to be inspiring and passing that energy, so I better be in the right mood every day. That's I always say that this is a different profession when you win and when you lose. Well, this is what we want. We are in touching distance right now. We have to earn it now against a top side. We know that, but we're going to prepare the game to go and win it. Very confident. I always trust my players and I'm convinced that we can do it.
We and some Mikel Arteta manager Edema Arsenal the Gunners were on sweaty to right after their street victory over Bayer for Leverkusen and Super Boko now Leverkusen team Nimoa me patron manager the team at the Gaspar John Mallard one no manager Edema Bayer for Leverkusen and watch me pass a mass and Ukraine money see if you can't beat them, in fact you need to join them now Ushasen and Nemesi Kola Arsenal fresh on media but to bet you catch area and say Arsenal has what it takes to win the UEFA Champions League.
Yeah, it was a difficult one. I think Arsenal put a lot of pressure on us first half. We didn't come out very well. I think made some big mistakes with the ball we don't usually do. Gave them some opportunities, a lot of set pieces, but we kept them out of it. And then a beautiful goal, great goal, of course, and then 1-0. And then I think we picked it up second half. I think we did much better. We were better on the ball. And it was like 10 minutes very open. And after a set piece, they get the second one, and that was decisive. If we could have kept it longer, 1-0, we had a shot at it at the end. So I think maybe the penalty at home was the big thing in this. And then of course, I think Arsenal it's a very good team. It's very difficult to play against Arsenal. They don't allow much, very compact and physical. So a good team. We gave it a shot. It's not enough this time. So unfortunately, that's how it is. So we're disappointed. But I also have to say they are very difficult to play against.
Wei ane sama coach Anidin at the Gaspar Jomad, our manager, will lead by Falvakusin team against Arsenal. And a Wakasaka Cran so they are to the young Stamford Bridge Kakra. Na Nekosi was Stamford Bridge in Massa. And you Nika Craft as a Chelsea for Etumi Eshe PSG over the FIFA Club World Cup. No, na and Kofobe now so proud to this particular fixture. No, na and Kofo Kasa is it going to be a repetition of the FIFA Club World Cup Nesiano and I say a revenge. Edma Paris Saint-Germain. Eventually, it turns out to be a revenge, a sweet one. Edma PSG boy Boko Wabra. There's a Oma Chelsea for home and away. In fact, to go as Chelsea G-Guat number 8-2. Yeah, Chelsea G-8-2. Now, Emma was Stamford Bridge, you know. I went and did a creature carrot carrier. When the ball first go in the 6th minute, Bradley Bacola. And so Emma just a first half, you know, PSG for taking 2-goal lead. And after Benton, did the same in Mayolo. When I said about PSG 3, Chelsea 4-0. Now, right after the game, and already did Liam Reservoir was say in fact no kwanya me ni match no kwan ke pese fasu pane bo match no debi ensa ne bo no kra but ni name no what the chess aseda no e de Emma PSG na PSG for bobo wo mo bobo pa Liam Reservoir ansam ni
yeah. Tough night, really tough night. We knew it was a tough ask, and then to start the game in the manner that we did. Yeah, it's I think 6 minutes in, and actually in the first 6 minutes we had ball in their final third, and we wanted to take chance of set plays. We make a mistake, and then at this level you can't make mistakes, and they punish you. And then you get back into the game again. We have set plays, and we get the ball in their box, and Barcola hits one from 25 yards in the top corner. And then it becomes a really difficult night because as much as you want to go after the game, their confidence goes through the roof. We are trying to press, we're trying to get back in the game, and yeah, when the aggregate score is that, it can become a really difficult night. I think the difference, if you watch the games, is they were clinical. Their goals, the third goal from Mayulu, ball breaks outside the box, he hits in the top corner, and we had, I don't know the stats, I haven't looked at the stats yet, we had a lot of shots in both games. They didn't make mistakes, and we did, but overall this is a really, really tough one to take. I want to thank the fans because they saw how hard the lads were working in a really difficult moment, and we really want to make sure that we don't go through many more nights at all like this.
Manager Charles one is ready to Jordan did in Enrique where manager at the matches a Paris Saint-Germain team no now after winning against Chelsea no and the coach in the case no kwanya me ni one pa there we be coach pa we hear Chelsea games no now and the PSG manager no he was not expecting say ya dey Chelsea PSG team and Chelsea babo match be wia na say goals 2 games no was 8 ama Chelsea team 2 into scoreline ankasa something mind blowing Edma ono Luis Enrique now we show first leg the kwan e course ekopem say 80th minute kwan no na PSG for air draw anisa until say Chelsea yes have mistakes so am share mo into scoreline ankasa PM 8-2 ne de ono Luis Enrique no eya no wa yi pa.
Perfection in football doesn't exist, but I have to say that it was the first leg of that round. It was tough, very tough, especially the first 80 minutes after we got that result, and I think we keep our performance the whole match. And the second round, it was different because we were so precise in the counter-attack, and we scored 2 goals, which finished the match. It's always difficult to control a match like that because the opponent Chelsea are a great side, and they want to score quickly, and it's always difficult to keep the ball, but I think the mix of counter-attacking and also keeping the ball was key, and defending with the ball is always one of our objectives, and I think our performance was great and we deserve to win that match.
Wey and some Operiani D and Luis Enrique manager at the Manchester Paris Saint-Germain one so team no and no so Eden some kakra and so up to you and not da and watches Etihad Stadium ho and it's just a Madrid team no and so at Manchester City no mo ko by 2-1 Manchester City home and away so Real Madrid so at the 5 goals and at the Swa City from team back now Brenton Dean and Vinicius Junior and also first goal in the 22nd minute Nessa Ellen Berhalan Betekano at the stroke of first half, 41st minute or take 1-1. Now, die members of the game 90+3 and a Vinicius Junior Crayon so the penalty. It was Manchester Madrid. It's a 2-1 against Manchester City. Right after the game, and it's a name in Peniford 1-1. Woman started now Amu Edin Komo and a day started and so Eddie Free Alvaro Abaloa. One Nakacho manager Edmund Real Madrid. Was in Neniaje Pahamasa. What else can he say? No, difficult there, but 5-1 there. What the NJ and Eco Santiago Bernabeu.
Yes, really proud and really happy for them. I think we deserve to beat Man City. We knew that a squad like Man City with a lot of players, with coach like Pep Guardiola, was not easy to beat them, but we did a great job. Yes, we have a lot of injuries also, but I think we are so happy with the performance of all of the players, like even John plays like Thiago, and we know that now we have to face Bayern Munich, I think so. But if you want to win the Champions League, you have to face the best team in Europe, like Man City, like Bayern Munich. So we need to perform like today. We are waiting for him, we are waiting for Militao, we were waiting for Mbappe, that now is again with us, and I think we'll be a stronger squad now.
We are in someone as Alvaro Abaloa, manager at Manchester Real Madrid. One also the Tuvia right after game against Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, one also the Kakreja. No, they are not Kenya defense and Kwa was saying or defended Bernardo Silva red card, and which tactics somebody come. In fact, I am proud of the game and the boys haven't lost 2-1, and yet easy there, but he's proud as the manager for performances and a team one Madrid for Eshishemo and Ranso.
You are wrong when you say it's not one of the greatest nights. It's just the feeling that would happen, 11 against 11. So I know we start really well in Madrid the first 15 minutes, and after today the same in 10 minutes, a lot of chances, and you have the feeling that the right tempo, don't be over exaggerated to attack, to come back the 3-0 down, have the right tempo. We regain the ball quick, and Ryan and Jeremy and the people with talent create a lot of situations too right there. We have a lot, and Courtois and again make a good action. Then after, so with a 3-0, 10, 11 against 10 with 4-0 down, it's just show again how this team in the last decade or this year with an incredible new players, 60-70% of the players are new, that how they create chances in the transitions. It's normal that's happened, with the pace they have, not just Vinicius and Valverde and the people in the middle. They make a good build up, I have to admit it, but it's just the feeling how it happened in 11,
Bani say Okasa Bebre so enko bia we and some Pep Guardiola one also after losing all the two games one Madrid boy the UEFA Champions League the round of 16 mu enya no nko na games can so beto so one particular game na se nkofo bebre na so e de hu nko be say dom any se no so ntakrache na bo na ntakra na man ye kese ntakra bo na so de fanyam kwatre kwa Barca and Newcastle United in Asia the company na enom and Hans Flick so akase after Newcastle United team was it Newcastle United for no press high. What I say, one press no very high, they are very quick, and after so defending here, almost a team so dinning into Emma game no and better. But what you say supporters in Baba Park no to me about my Barca to me Newcastle United for Ephraim Hans Flick and so come on say any city.
They are able to press very high man to man. But also defend very well in the last third in the defense. So it will be a tough game tomorrow. So it's also to the team because it's a physical team. It's they are very aggressive man to man, but also in transition they have fast players. So we have to play our perfect game tomorrow. This is important, and we try to do this.
And someone else already at a Hansi Flick. What else would you do? Eddie Howe and I didn't come on Echato and command now Eddie Howe so me a pass. Oh, on the boys like us said there is no opportunity. I will be our football mood than say the Barcelona Asia our Champions League no more. Into on coach in India. Only touches I watch them baby say hey, go and play, go and have fun, go and beat Barcelona. In fact, simple crowd, Monkwasha Barca. Nayan Queen way Eddie Howe and soon come out with the Johnny players.
Yeah, I think Saturday was important for us, as we said after the game. Really pleased with the performance. I feel coming into this game we needed the best conditions to perform within ourselves, and I think that gave us the perfect opportunity to hopefully deliver that. That's part of us at our best. I think it's only part though. I think we've got to put all of our bits together tomorrow in with the chance of progressing. So that includes our technical game, that includes obviously the speed, physicality that's been mentioned, but the details, I think the details of this game are going to be important, dealing with their strengths and also trying to produce our best moments, which I think when you consider the two games we've had against Barcelona, I think we've had some really good passages of play, some really good opportunities to score. So I think we've so far produced two really good games against them, but we haven't beaten them. So That's the challenge. As I say, forget the noise around Sandro. He's just fully committed, and of course he's been ill the last few days, but before then he was fully committed in trying to help us reproduce our best league form, and of course he wants to do really well in this competition.
We are in Samana and also a Chimaba Toja and then Anope the Hunsam Kakra and so Emma Kaination and so say other games are Airbus. So apart from Barca, how many Newcastle United airball our company and no early kickoff and Wetimia Toja, but 8 p.m. no games in Libya and also Eba Tuatra Sono Ebi Etese and Neno Nasa Liverpool team no one more at Natchez Anfield from Galatasaray Club and so game Netia because first leg no Nasa Galafo winning 1-0 our Turkey. I don't want and so at many and so I will show the so Kaination and so say and they Bamunchin so Everton Alliance Marina now for Atalanta Bagemo one game Netia because first leg our Italy no Nasa Bamunchin Eco Trauma by 6-1 and also Kakan and so Eba and after our London Stadium no and a Tottenham Hotspur woman so telephone Atletico Madrid de los Coconaros almost game Netia because first leg no our Riyadh Air Wanda Metropolitano Atletico Madrid 5 Tottenham 2 international and so Basso these are games and we suffer so Basso Kaka and say UEFA Champions League no and come on Kete and ya dear and also actually no when I'm so Tottenham Hotspur make come home some no woman so issues regarding and they coaching and so some Hormo now reporter Eban say on my line they have series of coaches now so make sure you must back home and let me have a Jumano and they seen so Sabra no Casadia now I go to do one no NA manager wash a tray and the amateurs team and the Tottenham Hotspur wabra one more Epam coach and did Thomas Frank no and the coaches say Alane Apa Bako air likely so bet me about the Tottenham Jumano I run the Sean Dyke and after Robbie Keane Roberto Di Zerbi now for Mauricio Pochettino former coach and my Tottenham already did a Mason when we know Peninfua Menoka Sete Somatin and so Betoja Yasha Mr. Bako so bet me about Jumano no to me Yama Tottenham Hotspur Oko Celtic Boko Moa Abrante Bako Chese Canino what me Bo Leicester City Amamoje Premiership Nebi and Brenton did Gaspar Schmeichel with him some Manchester United legendary goalkeeper Peter Schmeichel and Banano now Brenton Gaspar Schmeichel no 39 years where goalkeeper watching Edmund Celtic Bobo Kesu Akopra na Pena we Premiership na Betty Yankakra na Betty Etumi Yankakra nti Brenton so betenanche 1 year just so betumi ahwe na watoto to no manafi wetumi come back stronger and also Kakra na samano kase eba ukofula ball boko no reporter ban so monsonom etumi abawemo and it is a PSV Eindhoven Abrante did Ricardo Pepe woman in a din come say 23-year-old player no yamia dumwa na say summer transfer womra no Messi akan and from Manchester Fulham ball boko and then reporter and so toja me poto Newcastle United Lakers and also about paying and it's Abrante din and it is a Sandro Tonelli Papa January transfer no yesina Arsenal for person mu sneaky what you say omo fast e could normally na say masa o Abrante Declan Rice o Mikel Merino o Abrante Didi Martins Ubimendi o sa great midfielders in na the Sandro Tonelli so be kan wo dia na say papa say efejedum e dia ma mo na no and it is opinion Didi e the how we say masa obi ntona akoko be dia kwa on tia Sandro Tonelli there he's going nowhere or see he's going nowhere or fully committed to the Newcastle United course no interno as a manager Didi Eddie Howe one so no come kakra na say no and anope what they are papa ya na nsam no dawso what I say but kete we say enye dodo we anope ye be gian so na fe nsam na si
me da say Kwaku Vedev na otin kan the super latest no and odi nyina e de abeda e busuafo Asempa FM sunie 94.7 we the midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show and ye de brewe enche na abedwafo atrase nansa na no Dr. Solomon of a Sulak Natural Clinic Dr. Atenase mama yankoma Dr. Achin Emma Dr. Akwaba na yene Dr. Enin komo kakra bi ewia na fe abedwafo Atenase na ye de discussion segment no e de atoaso Intido. Very well, Asempa FM 94.7 Ebredru as Dr. Solomon of Solak Natural Clinic Edin Komo Arope na dog yatin kan ache papa dog so too much dog good morning
for my
na dog who ye
boko pa
bibia kama Solak for who ye there bibia koso fantastic yatin kan che but dog say enkomo bi pa what you say wouldn't say ya dear your friend candidacies ye swanyina ye take candidacies nyina ye nim say e man ko a na nsuo fitaa bi ni ade na no mekote ye ne say e memma nso etuminya candidacies bi ana say etuminya bi eno kura be na wasa asem ni mu
me da aspa mama nchete for na phone nyina bi my so ko sam say the answer na big yes
no kura
yes say wow your friend milk under infections ho I want say first man now say e man na tehu na yana de ntia na ekoba asa ne say sebe ye kwa science mu
fungal infection
nigga say bonus a urinary tract infection okay na so baby nya ode poa ana white TB na sebe ko tando bususi apa my so nso nko no sebe hono emu abi enkana kase to once more no okotena so no woje bi agum
okay
oro bi dada na agata so kotena so ento no so ko en on say okay school the food I like best fufu and palm no soup
yeah
and one so wo mu no the food they like best any grade so the one better see apa wo mu no ai adini bi aba hesrowa bi aba yen kokko ne yen kodi no kigiri apa sha efi
wow
obasi apa my so bon safe lactose yakopon de to ano ho no on Saturday, no, I say, Yamisha and I say, also kai basket can take what last it one, and I protein inside. No rule will say, Pente, quiet and dry there. To once a more moody chin one, then lactose cells come on. No, John, I don't know size. Once you cover lactose into different lactic acid, and also in the sunu, and it's because you are mona pro, and I mock assay, and I said the fridge got a sebi assay. Send sooner the caca sebi more apia bonte, ne infame fasten, a dehydrated on Nisa Catwacatuan. Wow. Nasabi at the pump baby so I bet Next or ban or no, what pass him will be a mobile. Okay. And then I said to the cancer sebi mano, and yan be breno, because only opening. It's only Adriana Honor doors compared to Yancy, there's a bit. And I was like, I could be a Tibiana no, sir. It will not say, or Cotasia pa, a pientem. Okay. Compared to your memano. Nemo memas will be. Wow. No, a man of the bumper too. I say first, by Myxtro, now you can sweet up. Okay, Christmas. And a doctor. Say, send a chronicle school, Sabi sweets, no, a bit of the bag. And okay, or no be breakfast. And son, a beef between breakfast and lunch, no, I can be good. Lunch, no, a bit, and Sabi sweets, not dorsal. Okay. One wood and the idea switch dorsal. No lactose cells air door lactose no dorsal. Na sabi glucose no so sabi air dorsal mo jadim. Na sichire mo jadim air dorsal no. Na aduane e wo mo jadim adorsal abroso. Okay. Okay. Nyame di boy dey be fa normal microflora. Wo bo se be bia mframa mfa no. Emwa mo ho ban se bebu ye num na se be on se be boda sori kra de enche na pampa wo num ebu ye armpits ebu ye groins ye dantem na samwa no more na streets na be doors me na doors no na ultimate sports show ma 200 egu dem no mo command wo mo no mo cake ba ko so mo ho ban o mo no kwa na wo se twa wo di cake no and one doors abroso. Okay. It's a himfine so more band sanse or more doors abroso into scarcity asset in. Okay. Ever see a pabon say Swiss no so doors. It's a doors no much as yet trigger and the other doors in ye. Timon na omu din air doors na asha said o de puana shaseba. Say to Ghana for mama. Yenti Swiss doko yenti so kakra. And teso. And as a media one fan can new. Debbie more na woman at the studio beno. No probably say o de puana so air costro. No say that 12 years. My honey coming. And Sansa Biabaho, now if I say this school like the so, when you know, Sanchez, all day puano, I shall see a cosso. Yantis Memano, Yanko, also Memanos on say Myxtro, you should have okay. Near the friend Bill Hazia, yeah, so yeah, who could be a feature, you must see upon the tire, mamma and papa, any money in the bruise. Once a more now, ye Jarisum, you won't say, ye bear man soon, ye Jarin Bim. Now this is so much cells and I say, but has one of them. Oh, and the cost Jones, so yeah, the same scenario. You met that this a member said you call a public washroom. The business yet some Johnson we near then be hollow as in say she near the anymore. Now mod up sardine a hanging at the business a be picking from one of the business inside. Wow, a pick up them once a all day poor one would be a good room now pick up them. To once a bear should any bear 2 weeks incubation once I feel Johnson now be man pep once I ensure be a taba a bra ye chman or pie who once ensure be wear creamy a colorless and I say once a crotching they pay for man on air, and yes, be the friend you and Onyego. We a clear case of milk candida infection.
Wow.
Almost on after being San Sebi, now Bessie at Adena. The attack, they be so a cornaba, a bon kai said milk candida infection. Nabano.
Okay.
Maestro, the Humilius 2004, you say KNUST.
Okay.
Professor Kofiana de young funny crancy. You will say, your mamma and mecca, your gay friends, and they won't say, take us to told us, Obina Canada Abbey cancer. I said, white TV.
Okay.
Your swab injection more true. Bear 2 months now, sorry, surface as symptoms. Didn't see. They pick a different vagina swap. They was sir, Canada Abbey cancer, one name to say, a damp way over. Afraid was I said, a funta cried for spikes.
Wow.
Any prefer some man members, dear Benesi, a drone yajumana. They was far from that. Send the pan bear man do so use 7 days. We should 5 days say Sansan a American dance and a Kayamu. No, San Ukum 70%, 30%. 30% among crown fast Kunianum. The next time was so much that don't meet any mutation.
Okay.
What dance were doing to me identify no, the Mekasekono, and a friend drug resistance.
Okay.
The ones I do not know your enco. Yes, there be fancy mistake in Yaba. I didn't want to say yes and say 3 times a week. And they say a better quality, the back maybe and swap them. Mistake ni enko Myxtro enya den yenya alternative medicine and herbal medicines make alkaloids saponins anthraquinones terpenoids phytosterols we say we biotic compounds e wo sahebs ni ma one e bet ma cancer one resistance no e dissolve cell membrane na asese wo no na e nature the content na ekum wa no na atwensu na free ho na masa besanye kaye ene pampan boni bia e pampa mema e ye free ho na nka kaye pese sabe ye dia no bomu yi yetimi continue dia no bomu ana ajay you might be nyebi ene de ye dupa ye fe no solak heba mesha
solak heba mesha
SOLAK solak heba mesha ye body man say asochan and for one side no ot ya che 5 years
okay
6 years 10 years CSS GSS GSS 1
you see what you
13 years say what say the more na action no it was we say oh say I didn't come and no do say enko we go say spiritual
okay
a 100% see down it make me cancer resistance be on one pussy na kum wom atwensu na free ho ama ho ataw na de ya kwan say Myxtro say be man ba himfi ho a elastic ni nya to ano no more na e che wo ho no mudi no na say elastic kan say elastic say tinton ton hinta na emu na bai e ba sa sia pa na ama himfi o say no so aye huro ma so na dem go accounting for 2 weeks yes ya na ensmp oba ma won sanka so like ba mesha
fantastic
e twins na free ho e ho na ye tie the friend virgin like me say me kwa no makame I can't think
no
me church cra me date na me ncho bibia no answer my amount na sa ma sign Myxtro na men ni ja ye pen emra so like ba mesha ye body man say aso twan e meme used be na se yenso ye koye no ensanse ba ho ye free ho pen na ko e ba sa me ade ne flaccid e twintwam I say mushroom enwe rabons emre say e we boy say na e twintwam na I say ye be kan say ketoa e be boa ma within 6 weeks no length na ba diameter na ba ye ko see apos etinye fe mi wura
wura sa
dawa sa na say e so like ba mesha ye body man say aso twan Myxtro e fa say question bia fa nkomo ho enka nche wa down for be nkomo e na nanse de emu ye me ye na say white hampa o obi ni ko mate yete so aye ma ho e na ade nyere ho anepe dabi chabe kura bempe e ye -5
tu anamo
mo na question bia fa nkomo ye ni nkomo sesia me MTN no e 0245 61 60 28 ebio 0245 61 60 28 aye busy for Airtel number no Airtel no so 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 kai se me din di solar keba mesha
fantastic
e mema no me bi e maso no me bi nam se be ahimfe a mane kuma bi ye ba ya kam we can't think far ti hade ye bomba ne se asotwan
girl ne de no e kuma bi dad de no so sabe posima ye kosi apartments na kaso I can't meet mimpi ye me mane sa asotwae odo na gye nko a odo de
Dr. Solomon Yamisha ba da sende minim se Dr. Beba na wo dia de se tuanamo na enu ya Dr. Abobo so nyina no on sentimi nkabi na fi yade no ni nyina entimi enware emfanko abusuafo Asempa FM so ni ye dan ho abasisi ya na fe yetimi asan to aso. Okay, yade Dr. Solomon Ebesia na yetimi edi discussion no etumi ato aso anopay ewo show no so Master Bansin wa yemrai na yensha semfri na fi wi a the interesting point of interest no the ato aso ewo hono Master, good morning. Bibi aboko there okay. Say your teams are qualify to the quarter-final stages and they share and enra surprises about minim the offer na yensha se ni ba community hon come
Master enra match be take say surprises BC na I think GDA be the table the cinema be fan say be about the game the way the fan say surprise but I don't think the result and I say be a Sporting CPA would have free surprise be answer
after that 3-0 a win no
yeah it was a question that I find I remember some time ago me busa ku sapon say then a komuma team ko we Bresa and I think at the same team be see on Barcelona against Newcastle even though part of me be GD say Newcastle so nya GD on be so surprised but I still feel that obi home no I say na ho dey too much bodo hono pitch no the condition of their pitch no can because any natural grass any 100% natural grass the weather they would know we would come as compared to other European countries and now almost style of play now the way as some underdogs no defend very well difficult for you to play against them because they will catch you on the break and I'm sure game no be after I'm considering the second goal it was obvious that no matter what Sporting be
overturning
the pressure, the number of shot on target, the number of shots, the way omo recover, baby omo push you, omo men na be almost center circle baby na omo pia more men into attack, omo they attack even. It was difficult for Bodo to hold on to it. But now me feel say the way we 2-1 score against Atletico, 2-1 were away against Inter Milan. How fast hold you to Inter Milan and Atletico Man City near them? They should be able to defend a 3-goal deficit. What I mean, say upset kakra na surprise.
At least a goal krana.
Yeah, almost had the ball being the first half in the ball crossbar. I think that was the timer. So I want a tornado and can be a baby Sporting for that because at that time they can be here another extra 3 goals beam. But I want a ball crossbar. No, it was somewhere in the 44th minute, and the second half no. Omu da from another goal 2-0 and as a penalty in the 70th minute Luis Suarez e bobo on tumba Sporting actually adeba ko so say Bodo was City was Atletico was Inter Milan chairman when me enyi Sporting and film 3 teams now show me na Myxtro omu nyina ntimi fall into the top 8
okay.
So the strength of the opponent not sure
but they are contenders in the
Champions League.
European,
yeah, they're very good contenders. But in terms of form this season, the Champions Sporting placing in the top 8.
Okay.
Sporting out of the big teams, the surprise means now Bodo City will fall out in the top 8, Atletico fall out in the top 8, Inter Milan fall out in the top 8, Sporting were in the top 8. In terms of form guide, it tells you clearly that Sporting for how they was so. And this is almost form at home in Portugal is very, very good in terms of the European games. And another time I say, with no disrespect to Bodo Maya, but the opponent now I think Sporting in terms of form, kind form is better than the Omo team show.
But Omuko away Omo create enough chances.
I'm 2 shot on targets. And it comes back to the point that I make and say no in terms of form Sporting and what bro Atletico, Inter and the City of Nomboy. And I think it's one of the reasons. Second reason me can allow you say the game between Sporting and Bodo need a different game as compared to the 3 big teams in my boom. Because if Bodo is playing against Sporting now, if he say on the on chini piece the debate may be normal. But when Bodo is playing against Atletico away Atletico Spain, when they are playing home to Manchester City, when they are playing against Inter Milan in both legs now, on paper, these 3 teams in here overwhelming favorite. On paper, better so in this case, they will sit back. Almost sit back, almost 4-2-3-1, almost 4-3-3. So we grab on, almost converting it to 3-5-2. And work it perfect because Bodo is very good in terms of quick transition.
Okay.
Almost J-ball fools them Papa me say do boom, then counter attacks. So no mami ni chama some mumi ni PET. So no mami ni and work it perfect when you are underdogs. Yeah, that's why City, Barcelona, maybe a Bayern Munich, maybe a PSG. So man, she opponent, it is hardly for them to score counter-attacking goals because they don't defend.
But PSG are underdogs between PSG and Chelsea. But yet,
yeah, because Chelsea and were the one who supposed to score. So I'm be attack PSG. PSG they was when PSG ball Paris no they attack Chelsea. Now I know the games American say make question be 3 and the ball na my 3 there's a massive difference. Ko game ka so question be 3 no. Any ako game and then masha the 3 no. That is the two games anyepe. When you go into a game na say question be 2, say question be 3, say question be say you go into the game from the blast of the wrist to say so attacking them.
Okay.
The more you attack the team, team now was short train. There's no need for for PSG, for Real Madrid to attack from the blast of the wrist when they have 3 goals advantage.
Okay.
And to be able to attack na quick transition or the switch.
Okay.
But on paper, PSG Ngonya underdogs against Chelsea, they are favorite. Makana happens almost the CV kakra I think almost repeated the last season. But I still believe that not because of the scoreline when Chelsea. Mimijidi said Chelsea and what they and Makana had several times. They are the best team in Europe.
Okay.
They are still the best team in Europe. If omo element pa. Another match Manchester City ni Real Madrid game no.
Okay.
Now here red card Bernardo Silva jail in term. Straight red card penalty. As far as the ABA.
Yeah.
We red card jail in term. Now here we are City ball now. I repeat, I blame Pep Guardiola for City not advancing to the next stage. Yes.
Because on the red card by.
No, because he cost on the cost. On the cost I mean the first leg for them to lose by 3 goals margin. Obekaya after the first game the Mekano I said City shape up with 5 attackers, 5 defenders. In Tiama, very well. But you give the opponent the opportunity to cut you on the break because only more men on team winning balls. No, I know about the same 4-2-3-1, but I know how about Rodri. As out about Tijani Rendes. Only 6 and 8, so they can win balls for you. Do that can I say? So you be about 5 attacking players, 5 defensive players, but I'm not shadow.
Okay.
But I know that about 2 defensive-minded players, almost kind of has 6 outfield players, who 4 defenders in fewer. That is Rodri and Tijani Rendes. Into Omuni need me winning ball. Omuni need me pass ball. So I quite a tenor when you're typical number 6, when you're number 6 for me, even if they are not typical number 6, when you're ball winners, me. So if Omuni winning ball, they can distribute it and they can give it to Bernardo Silva to Beche. But a team playing a man down. Quite fast pinning Real Madrid to the wall.
Okay.
The number of chances that Real Madrid City creating. Master Sankana normally Nankayanfankas, but normally 11. I think
ball game to be different.
It can be a different story altogether. And the results are Pep, the selection, the setup, Santiago Bernabeu. I shown by 3 goals to none. He had no option that another to go all out and score goals. And another match, I believe that away no and a Momulusu game now. But even away crowd, some new ball we go saying.
Yeah, only here.
Ball number 9 for pa. Crab ball more pa. But they couldn't create a lot. To me, I'm dealing with when I did set counter attacks in the another I come and say Semenyo. So about Blasters camp now. But I usually Semenyo at Bournemouth rather than Semenyo at City.
Difference in here,
Semenyo at Bournemouth no. More a City Blaster because
most but over the years you used to know Semenyo as Bournemouth but you who
no question.
Semenyo
because attacking from the flanks no. What you say? And no one know their ball a Bournemouth.
Yeah, when I say
the ball at the Black Star.
Semenyo at Bournemouth, it was a City near Bournemouth above from the flanks. So because Semenyo at Bournemouth and Semenyo at City, me feel Semenyo at Bournemouth. Bournemouth goes into most of the games by sitting back and the ball training, not what we are running. Me share Doku. Now me share Semenyo. the kunya ball na the opponent Jeremy or that confidence that I can take you. Make me a tune my farmer but Semenyo against City, against West Ham weekend. I'm here the last 2 games here. Or Jibona defender and opponent is good anymore. Over 70-90% of the balls I'm head I calculate me heading down or the sign.
Or pass now the sign.
Or pass a sign. But Doku at the piano.
Okay.
At Bemofno or Jibona more times at the bottom no. Now opponent because of the Bem of your middle table team. Now opponent now attack Bemof.
Okay.
More men or Bemof until the bottom man or space the limits of the ball run and we had a counter attack goes against Liverpool against Tottenham. Yet the ball training Thierry and he did not do running. But say the ball man none opponent the doors one anymore. I think he finds it difficult
because the skill set is not the same.
Yes, that is the point. Now,
say I'm passing on to any man and run and you're passing man. See, definitely also passing.
Yes, and then I make say, man, starting make us and as I know the ball man. I know this since I want to me what say the situation. I've studied him in 2 teams, and I've realized that just like you said, the skill set,
okay,
on to me take you on defenders. He's always good at he always. At the right place now, the ball man between pounds or 2 nearly. But he's going to be your best player in the World Cup. The expectation on him will be huge.
Okay.
Let's lower our expectation based on the way we use because see a good game Simuti said you group in England Croatia. The game between England and Croatia you used to someone at Bebov. Yen set it back. Now you football don't train to run for. On to me running. But say the game no echo share opponent in the swag. I think he struggled to take on
very well. Yeah. Very well, Mate. Master, Medasepa, Yamfa, interesting point of interest. And to also, and I'm saying, that good morning.
So good for food, Jamia. Never find one.
Chairman,
and no,
and Radia, they see Radia.
Now, obey say, what if one of audience a tear Jumadi. So I could differ.
Kokuna Naka, Medana,
Papa knows a friend.
Miss Emmanuel, so
while near party a mass and party a tear for Yamahu.
Now, it is.
Neither now, yeah, tell you my day. Yes, we are counterpart. Now, when you're for one friend, need that.
Chairman, need ye, if I die a lunch, no, me man invite. And ye panel members in the catch him say, ye, Kohako, ye show, Mummy in I am.
Omuniachi,
Omumba, Meboa, and Ayana, and
I can't hear him say, some of the ones that
so the panel
because me a panel
lunch lunch program.
I will wake us.
Interview live interview. Who can say
send me delegate.
And delegate Obi. And I'll buy. And Wallace. And Obi no one also enjoy Kakra fine.
The Obi I mean Pentecost I don't know there may be a Fanta. I buy a minimum Fanta.
Obi bo Fanta. And now ni meat kakra ni yam kakra fried yam. No it was
Papa no.
Every
ommi enu nyina. First and second. But I say asem mu fie bra.
Chairman I.
Anope calf na fabi no mu yegu continent no animase. Efa your football nkomo a abey.
Okay.
Na me try say maybe the appeal and now complain Morocco the Koi.
Okay.
The Federation of Morocco. But normal me who say I think they ask they should
forfeit
for outturn the result. And according to media statement a CAF their banner.
Yeah.
And a CAF appeals body the final body or CAF as far as these things are concerned. Say Senegal forfeited the walk-off is seen as a forfeiture.
Yeah.
Who forfeiting so there you are a loser.
Yeah, you lose points.
And three points, three goals.
Yeah.
And Jama Morocco. Me wonder say Morocco whether they are happy.
They are.
As a country.
They are.
The Morocco we know.
Joel, mommy, at the streets of Morocco.
Almost streets only are different, but as some American, Fanisa Ghana, near Togo. Na my main family I'm example quickly near uncle your secondary school near Kobo match about match no me say substitute me na me bem you buy na play be opponent obe jam grass or bobom me then time dane many a free referee so I complain
yeah
now referee no my nyina red card red card though.
Just like that.
Referees now tension the fan now.
No nonsense.
Who your person here? Because when you cry, into a 4 match 0-0. Let's see about penalties. And I me P master no. Was it me go about penalty?
Okay, what you record?
I know. Me born in the University at the point of no a University of Ghana.
Okay.
And I just said there. I said, are you sure? Until now, say, P masters come together. Say inter schools.
I know Matthias.
Yes. Say you know. And they made them come to. You know the two at the map and Crawford rush battlefield and so. I'm the game now and
okay.
Papa, we were declared losers. Myxtro, Article 82 now, CAF, AU soon. You know, and yet 82 or you should be found guilty for 82.
Yeah.
And 84 now apply.
Yeah.
Do I make sense?
Yeah, it will make sense, yeah.
Okay. Until now, the key article yeah, they judge Senegal near 82.
82, yeah. That's the grounds.
That's the grounds. 82, and I say when you leave the field, without referee's authorization.
Exactly.
Now, leaving the field, we cannot say it was with referee's authorization, but they came back.
Yeah.
And the referee continued. So the referee restarted the match, managed it to its logical conclusion.
Exactly.
And then Senegal won.
Yeah, okay.
How then do you tell me, say, and I'm also say, per the laws, and the referee is the final authority. That's why you are saying without his authorization.
Yeah.
You know, say, and I feel go back and say, baby, I'm now and Chreadwin. But what I feel go and Yanumbi at Tesano, Adrian Kohono, say, Yanyama ruling, 19 lawyer PJ Mozo Kajo, so person here ruling, no?
Yeah.
But ruling need a media statement in him.
Yeah.
Until asem we nane kyerɛ me pese obɛkan saa the portions no because whatever Morocco de koye no almost uphold here and were upheld some and some were partially upheld no money ade
the release are no more a seeking
but critical one here the controversy abai and they say overturning and then but the American say if we say in football the referee is the final authority, supreme authority, in fact. It is the referee and only the referee who starts a match, manages its conduct, and declares its end. This is not a matter of opinion, brah. Yeah, referee, no. Referee needs sort to the logical and declare the winner.
Yeah.
What is CAF talking about?
But team now will lose here now. Why are you protesting?
Protesting appeal there. Who right? That doesn't mean say for whatever reason. Me, I'm seeing more of a political reason, be damn footballing reasons, which is an issue for the continent. A bad precedent near certain.
Should be under the carpet the regulations, no.
Regulation and I mean no can once a
but they walk off.
The continuation of the game by the referee didn't help matters.
In the final of the
did not help matters. I saw sure mobile. No mobile man kwe.
Not game no.
Not for game no.
And one mobile initially no. And the amount to a year misconduct a mass are fine 650.
Unim say the fine by the disciplinary committee now were set aside by in the media statement the appeal body release.
Because women are the finality of the matter.
Some say ayatu enyinego. Because why people are the reason why people are raising the time frame of over 58 days after the final game, no, and they say this now continues no more new now. Article 82 and 84 no more new. And I'm called here interested in Sika. Sika no so sabe as what to bu about Osonataso. For some of the infractions are a bad game.
Okay.
What's in American? 82 cannot be seen in the true sense to the letter of that article says Senegal. Walk off in there,
okay.
But for the referee to restart and as a readmit them on the field.
Okay.
And then restart and manage the game to its end. Blew the final whistle. What are we saying?
But chairman, we are referee for a final game like this continental showpiece. Can you get, because by discretion, won't mean for to me say my work off into my pong. The final game
authority no. Oh now could be match me abahono. Not even the CAF president. And I bet me as a teacher, I see the teacher is the sole implementer of every curriculum.
Yeah.
Mpachoti ase. Intimacy. And ya memory madrion. My kind 82 at 82 in 84.
Yeah.
Now 82 now almost feel almost falling far off. And almost buso. Until the year apply the punishment which is in 84.
Yeah.
If you like 83, 84, but 83 and cry the Oma is silent also. What are we talking about? I mean, Omo kakra. Yeah. Fortunately, no Udibako Diobi. But Tottenham, South Africa, you know, African Cup.
David, you know.
Now, the Amuya Siniga has a final year more African Cup. And yet, tournament, you know, a good and massive.
You're in a free year cup.
And Walk off who could have done the same thing, punish them for a number of years. Referee, I'm why, and I know you made it 284.
Referee, I'm why, and I said the appellate.
That's why I'm why on the fee. Why did he continue the game?
Okay.
And now when Yaku could draw.
Maybe because the final game sponsors
I would have damaged the tournament investigation sponsors and all sponsors. Good point now, there but sponsors near the out there but me. But then so no so movie at the penalty last minute. I say Mentiasie. I want your referee. Yes, I had to me be football clubs, any teams, and other football teams. So on the field of play, when you are not satisfied with any decision of the referee, take anything, including walking off.
Okay.
Senegal for another contest near Nkoso quickly. Senegal for no free park.
There be no free park.
I am okay. Who do any for but there were more than 7 in the free park, which is a problem because per law 3. AFAB, IFAB, they no mekan, law 3 of FIFA.
Yeah.
Otena mekan, any calf there no. You know less than 7, the NTB more.
Yeah, NTB start to cry.
Okay. Say more than 7 the free park, so because I remember Sadio Mane, I don't know who else was left on the field.
Only Sadio.
It was only Sadio Mane.
Exactly. So I didn't them running the Nkadium for walking off momentarily.
Yeah.
But for what the referee did, you know. Yentimi kasa omabu no mu 82 so 84 doesn't apply.
Okay.
You see unim say yenuanum with all due respect seniors lawyers classroom back on it. The 1992 constitution
interpretation baby
nature there na teacher no can be before frana. And now if you are teacher no dey try 7 pennyfo no money na nya adwen but to pass the exam they must agree. Because I've questioned myself. Say assembly baba kroimu law back interpretation depending on where you stand different.
So maybe that is why Morocco are appealing because referee and take the correct decision.
Okay, good. Which is fair for them too. But I'm saying the fact is say what appealing interest udibim. Maybe they expected there were gray areas Emma a friend is saying referee no enya sure now even the Moroccan Federation no there were gray areas. Shouldn't the referee stop the game? Why did the referee no yeah then? Okay 82 no. Masa o dey asem court ye di home komo we chiro. And obi make a very minim say one now say ebia ana kanija say Senegalese no.
Yeah.
And when we appeal they invite you. Complain you invite you.
No, I know you 2 parties nenya you invite you. You can do cross you join because
by
part of the you invite you. And to also buy
is a gray area.
Because
I know about who complain. Play on our plaintiff and no about who complain. Say you best serve me.
No,
they make costa.
No, a suit here, you must serve you. But this one is a protest. And to so feel that we interested party.
I'm no ball. Automatically, I'm an interested party.
Yeah.
But also, trophy name medals near Adeno. Now, my mimi saw me for you know. One never got trophy no thing.
Oma de Bako.
As a song of the question, I may be sound to us here. Mr. Wine never quite one from my band.
Federation in the Bako. The one from Calf and near also the man in Zanka.
Cool. So, caucus into a state of execution.
Okay.
What you say? So, caucus
pending
cast ruling.
What about
a year or two near the Sucrum?
Na casa up here, okay, also. You know answer. Lawyer Bakudi Bakubi Swasaba.
Yankoso.
Or say the authority given to the referee must be exercised in fair and candid manner. In this case, he exercised it against the Moroccan national team, and that's why the Moroccan has to appeal.
No.
If a referee exercises an authority in a bad manner, you cannot say because he is the final decider, so everything is okay.
No. In context, the law is the law.
This is coming from lawyer Fifi LC and
I'm not the discretion issue.
Yeah.
But it's the same context. No, they can win. So you have your discretion. You can say,
the
final into any output. But if I understand his point with all due respect, senior, I know now what can one say me.
Yeah.
And I can say. Moroccans base say referee misbehave and refer at we are sure saying the at they drew the attention of appellate body to 82 and 84.
Yeah,
sure. If you like.
Yeah.
Anything America say per the law. Now who calls them? Referee no one farm rana juma.
Yeah.
Why do you punish me for somebody's mistake?
No, so I'm punishing for somebody's mistake. The writing is they've done the writing.
But the referee has done the writing.
Okay, the appeal court no. Referee was supposed to do the writing.
And stop the game.
And on one year, it doesn't mean that the writing cannot be done. Just like lawyer.
But I'm saying that you don't punish me unfairly for the referee's mistake.
No, we punish you unfairly because if you are punishing Senegal by taking the trophy from them, then Morocco has also been punished.
But for the referee's mistake, me bomb person lawyer you see better. But for the referee's mistake, if in context of our policing, police nibi CID nibi investigation, no your mistake be but what I say, now me family who di as AB the suspect in a case na say nipa na asem no fa no ho no wanya new evidence bi anya appeal.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
Okay.
In this context, what new evidence did Morocco adduce? They see and nothing new.
But well, you be saying who say Adena Senegal so anya cross protest no. If they feel that where mega issue as to protest it, to provide all these articles.
A fair question to ask. A very fair question to a legitimate indeed. But Nyami Bisani say Hona ka say some come so join suit to announce a protest say this is a appeal, but in our footballing laws no. You be charge and also be so in our game no we anyamo ABCD. Until what say additional committee apply, the additional committee will ask you to respond. And response in terms of
when you are charged, the difference is that when you are charged, you be expected all the response, baby.
But
but not one party here protester. You are expected to join the protest.
So maybe I need to go back and check the CAF laws.
Okay.
And find out on this contest. Now, me had much now.
Okay.
On this issue, you best say, why didn't they? Did they write? And you're setting aside and I said,
but Chairman Senegal or Senegal has an opportunity to also do a candidate.
Yeah, making minimum lawyer may say they should blame the referee. We didn't continue.
You read the appeal Morocco for na no any the omusiki to achieve by the appeal and then you respond accordingly.
Senegal in this case the that is by all free park no think a referee say right a referee that is why the appeal na really now Senegal or track can there be
but you see the referee the referee is CAF on the field.
Yeah. So the referee also face the consequence of his action.
Exactly.
Then the referee facing it.
Suspending and now banning forever. We don't care.
But I found me saying in the fact that.
But do you know, say, Senka, after all this, game we and a Morocco and protest and game no baby agree.
Yes.
Do you get the point? Yes. Because on one comrade who said Bibi was wrong.
Exactly.
Yes,
interpretation of 82.
Exactly the point. And Senegal
interpretation of 82.
To do the
per checks. So here, Saddam is what did Canada or from Abano. According to
be prompting Anna.
I say Crowleroy.
About screen is say on in a
Crowleroy prompting say, Omni Pana Park is lose 7 better points from Morocco. And according to Sean Bartlett, Sean Bartlett, was it pay on checks? And that was the reason why some Saddam rushed to the dressing room so from somewhere because the Senegalese knew that.
Now, Senegal for ESCO members be bringing how many I just say, old coach.
But sometimes
because do you have Lumina by say Monko?
Sometimes before bar, let me feel no be. But you need somebody to prompt you. And say, and say, yeah, Bobo, not referee. Obi around a duana match bi ni aduana match obi atia obi senke man red card so referee na anya yentimi transing ka say player I remember Chelsea Asian oko tackle bi ya man card omo transing we say man card it happen it doesn't mean that referee na anya nti betu amana cost of free sir and referee no so awanya the right thing he can also face the consequence of his action betu am participate the chama okay so say can say we are not being fair to Senegal because referee na mama trouble so aba abra ya mamra na anya djuma we are also not being fair to Morocco.
Man, who cause them? The person who cause it is the referee.
So everybody must face the consequence.
It's CAF who chose the referee. It was representing CAF on the field. And I'm saying that 84 is equal to 82.
82 is equal to 84.
And 82 is equal to 84. It's commutative property in mathematics.
Yeah.
Multiplication.
Yeah.
A times B is equal to BA.
Yeah.
And now AB. Okay. Me teacher some number. No, me to also say, but 83 is not 82.
Yeah.
But what I said, vice versa. Me trust Kuku. I make can say, Sam Rawe, a disgrace to our footballing rules. We have not, or CAF appellate body has not applied what 82 their own laws. And the other young cast, but still talking and interpreting what and understanding what this ruling, as per the statement, appellate body in the media statement.
Okay,
we will continue, God willing, tomorrow.
Hello, Kwaku, say me my message back or say good morning, Myxtro. Boss Samirenchi is trying very hard for Senegal, but justice to the law of the game does not end with the referees. For procedures' sake, all courts must use the judicial process for us to have another landmark decision to help the game going forward. And hello, Kwaku, the free.
Hello, Kwaku. My boy, 1 minute. Hello, Kwaku. Now, me person a change is me medical say walking off was bad.
Yeah.
Until fine be near the scan so I didn't care the Advertisements Senegal. Says here now, Uti Morocco. No, I away. Where does it lead us? What say? Mrani, the law is the law. San American, wafum. The law is the law. There, the referee, but now should have been punished. Again, those talking.
Maybe in the relief of a Morocco, no one capture even the referee.
I get it.
Punishing on
but the match commissioner, the match this falls straight directly on the table of the match commissioner. Near course, no anything. Whatever report or try, what did he say about the referee? It raises many questions than answers.
Okay.
Maybe I capture about the referee, but I'm going to
Mike Bonsu and so at the another angle by was sending me a year screenshot but I was by the above article, did Senegal walk off the pitch or walked off the venue? Because according to CAF rules, the dressing rooms are considered part of the venue just as the playing field. And if Senegal come back and the referee allow the game to continue, then it does not constitute withdrawal period and withdrawal period.
Senior Magboso period.
This explanation, I don't buy it
because you don't need to buy it
because
any withdrawal.
The 82 doesn't talk about withdrawal alone.
3.
4.
4. Fine. But what they are using at the 84 on the bar and said they walked off without authorization from the referee.
The referee, yeah.
And the referee continued the game. The referee should have stopped the game. But for Senegal,
question, maybe Sally, what they make point.
I'm free, so no. I'm free park. Number back na referee end the game now. Will you be cool with it? You'll be cool with it. Okay. I'm free park and so now.
I know the trophy numbers in Morocco.
I want to be okay with it. I'm free park and so law. Tell me about I'm free park and that. We just have to say I'm not just say free park and so from some time here, a minute here, which is last more than 10 minutes. Ufi for that time I'm not just say 3 points and 3 goals.
We are saying the same thing.
We not say the same thing. Chairman. Julius Emuna MD man has to focus so also a year Juma or Kafa. That's a very interesting case study for sports law. It's a landmark one to determine at what stage is a team established to have walked off. Should it be at the sole direction of the referee or by the mere working of the pitch by the team? It is a serious matter. Law and not social studies. And Julius Emuna, MD, House of Folk, Kaka, was also at the buy. Social studies.
So, would you two say, we'll be free pitching for some time, yet 3 points, and yeah, what the 3 goals are. Now, without you accept to come back and referee point then it means that the ruling is right. Because some of my say you make them for trophy in Senegal. Some of my the trophy will go it is Senegal.
It is not Senegal. Okay. International who said don't go and tend that near MD has MD case study for all of us to learn and study. And so hard because I bet a landmark case a precedent. When you set a bad president, Papa when a cancer, yes, Chiana no pay. Also, when you set a bad president, it does what? It leads to chaos.
Chaos, yeah.
Nyakaf, I played body in the year.
Okay.
So much in here. Quick one on the grounds.
On the grounds.
Call a B anywhere, you know, the grounds in this contest per calf the field of
play, yeah.
And yet the whole state with us.
Mr. Medase, Samuel Kwadadi Renchi, interesting point of interest. And also Edeni de Ediaba. But the Fortina said that Setinida Kokotoko, Ewaha, and Jones, Kwabena Asante Infojo, 1 man 1,000. Ono na mbi a twam kanija se wonim na sunyane oni police for by 50 or bubi no so bono or bubi no so bono eno na police for no hwe na so we be for 1 man 1,000 at Sinda, good morning.
Good morning.
Bibi aboko de
ya me adom ya ho.
Oh yeah. 1 man 1,000.
Eno esum ko di for Mr. Otim.
Let me carry man fro.
O frame me. But brother bi am nam na.
Man fro
na. O frame me. But na me ne
obisa wase.
Na me ne bi o meeting.
Obisa wala senso ase. Obisa need akon ase.
Ma me nchia Mr. Otim am pay.
Wife eno mo ane ye fe.
Oh, of Kobe Stone.
Mr.
Otim.
Because eno dey ultimate no person to party.
Mr. Otim cha no pay.
Ena abo Mami no ni wife for year nkwan no. Chale apese akrante oyo kusie mampam.
O dey bobo ni nyina.
Because here cha no pay na me na sin so. Mr. Otim has been always supportive. I mean sure no.
Mommy ni nkomo penifo na nko.
Say
okay, mami when the winner legal background.
Ni am do grab can say we yemra. Enya social studies.
Senior pa kakra wa kosua no boy na unua pani ba PG Mose ebe chire nsem kakra boy no pe.
Kokumida say say like me pani Kwadadi kan landmark case. Na ebra really ne buy no general no but me boy read dia o say emra na edu bebi a won spirit na won letter you can letter no kwa na dey be a Senegal for no because so okaso obi a withdraw different or walk it off different brofo nyepe
oh okay
so what I say okay emra ne say oh right say you say what cause abrupt end what I say
Sina pacho Jimmy Carragher Jimmy Carragher or the biabetum TNA or say all right hold on a minute So Senegal wins the African Cup of Nations final. The crowd goes wild. The players lift the trophy and everyone is celebrating, and now they have been told, no, sorry, Morocco the winner, 3-0. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is exactly why I said AFCON isn't a major tournament. In Europe, in Champions League final, in Euro final, that would never happen. You don't hand out medals one day and then say, actually, change of plan. The other teams winning. Madness. And Jimmy Karanga.
On your opportunity to vindicate some of
Brofo, Emrano, and any wedding, no, very important. So, Okas will be a working offer. In any case, say Emrano says, so be walk off the field that referee then also. I was a whole lacuna who I'm saying.
Okay, for some time.
So I say because Imrani says a referee new big now sometime be one ma no upon board.
10 minutes.
But what I say, what it means is a time there's no mobile I better.
Yeah.
So I'm running through. In this case, time no
ya 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
And I'm just say this case time no so ya na.
That's 10 minutes.
Say time no so ya. I don't referee nampo. So let's deal with the law. Emrane say you should so be walking off be in course of play. Now on TV be as no holding on the game into be a ransom and whatever. Now could baby for more than 50 minutes a referee here don't pon. So referee eba park so even cry no even say be a walk match. Okay. Now opponent no ma. The referee ni kwan say obeka so upon. E so ko gina park ni so for more than 50 minutes. Now I still say
declare back no winner.
Let's look at how systematically the law works.
Me sure say the appellate board all these
no me say unze na me sure say in law intina de bia na your step ahead of unze your men can simple judicial steps. Yeah, I'll call disciplinary. We'll call appeal. We'll call review. So what I say.
Okay.
There have been so many cases in Ghana here. Case in the court, circuit court, Nipani D4. A call high court, OD4. A call appeals court, OD4. But I'll call Supreme Court every year. Baby, President,
baby. Interpretation, baby.
Your friend is saying, say, e could do Supreme Court interpretation e do because no mo hwemra na nkasa na me de say Senegal for no someone to so on be sign. I think there's an avenue to appeal.
Yeah.
No, they can even appeal with friends CAF na. On bet me appeal say on be review because I'm not sure say after so
there's a review in Hobio. There's a review in baby.
No, but say me
this is the appellate board.
Me obi appeal against me. Are you telling me say I don't have any opportunity?
The next opportunity is cast because one protest, one counter or cross protest to the.
You see, to be honest with you, I think say lawyers now they should look at it. And we said I'm okay 83, 84, and no idea. But you see, young shed the Emrane that is the most important thing. Me, if you ask me, what happened there is not a withdrawal. Say me ubisamia you will be also punishment by a referee no. Indeed, if appellate board in the fees will be a bonia a referee no. You don't punish Senegal.
No, but Nipo protesting one protest against the referee. Or protesting or seeking some
no. Say yeah Asempa disciplinary committee. Na ye hwa asem no ma. Though who relieve the choir, but you better other things like this.
You have to address my relief.
The referee, then you have to sanction the referee because you are a disciplinary body.
So you come with the grounds and article why.
And then you panel protest never can say sanction referee no. Oh, now transform the referee now. It's referee. What do you do?
No, a question of me grounds.
No, also punish referee. Even if so about but this is an issue that it would have come out. I'm telling you. Say you referee are punishing and come Myxtro because we idea confu rentias you. And I'm not sure. I'll say refuses to play or leaves the grounds before the regular end. Grounds in the playing field. Okay. Of the match without the authorization of the referee.
Yeah.
Okay. It shall be considered loser.
Yeah. Yes.
So without authorization of the referee, what it means is that they are referee now. So in that case, the referee should not even allow you back.
Sponsors in your final of the game.
No, referee no.
And lawyer was even kind of the same thing. Said the referee 9 years in Morocco, so be protesting.
The father referee someone protesting. Someone protest. That's what I'm saying. Is a nipa or woman never say a Asempa referee though. Because you see, one farm running Yejuma. Senegal for that year no more. And running saying. So what I say? Okay. One my game now trust where we. I'm gonna hand out medals. I hand out cup. Yeah, the cup a man for.
Man, we try better to cry. Dear was in the gate. He said, "No cry." You him say, "You're very funny. You need to see the amount."
And so, I was a case, you know, interesting. Okay, really now, send somebody by and very interesting. But I think say, Yaman in Caucus. Na cars and train because they say you ever charging cars and super case no now on whether they will do
merit and
they'll stop held decision way and now some because and I think say that will end the bruha because then we have Martin I say whether there have been double jeopardy but then so once I review fan sanctions fines so because I indeed say cannot stand here and we know saying about then there's a double punishment in law double jeopardy and you don't punish the same offense and punishing it twice.
Okay,
so what I say
mama message about senior medicine need a console Emra, and this one is coming from Mr. Hayford Boating, one historian. I say good morning, my show. The CAF ruling is perfect. This ruling can be likened to what happened in 1990 Ghana FA Cup final between Hearts of Oak and Kotoko. Kotoko won by 4-2, but the GFA used the rules of the game and took the trophy away from Kotoko, even though they won. Kotoko used Joe Debra, who was an unqualified player. CAF is right with this decision based on their rules. From Mr. Hayford Boating, West Municipal Assembly. Mama messages me responding. Eddie Amame. Na Ajiman Clement and Sudibi Abba. I say good morning, Myxtro and your crew. Please tell Nida Akon that his silence towards me is not fair. For how long is he going to hold on to that? And Ajiman Clement and so anyway, Eddie Eba, now Mike Bones will finally enough also what mean a room ABM or say in direct response to the MD debate. Or say Myxtro, the case is both law and social studies because the fans thinking is outside the law and on also anyway Eddie Abba set Brian and Ajima yo there o frewa
Ajima no one dem dey Ajima no dem dey
where the foolish be na
yeah be bisa on catch us to so about the redeeming the whole sa na be call no pa my friend and also Emmanuel Dasoberi Newton birthday.
Oh, sir.
Yes, former administrative manager Emmanuel Dasoberi Newton.
Now cry so open this you when you didn't
Michiano na mama na wodapa. A bompa say Nyakopon Shano bebre na Antony Kwanem some of us in Ghana football. Is a wonderful guy, very amazing. Nyamin Shano, Happy birthday to you.
Way every Patrick Papala, also a referee. Was it good man in my show? Let's not forget this. Senegal was given a replay in their 2018 World Cup qualifying match against South Africa in 2017 because of a penalty decision against them. The original match was played in November 2016, so Senegal benefited because they had Fatima Samora at CAF by then. Now they know how it feels. And also Fatima, so Secretary General of FIFA.
Papa like and I say payback time and you do me I do already. Kwaku I do a landmark case and nyame no kra and na me hu rule no me yamushimi kakra. Yeah. Because I may share kwan a ebefa so a Senegal be ka say or return trophy no. Now what happens to the medals in this annual? And also players now muji medals no.
Players no. I don't know what will happen.
Some be return and I said but football there, like I always say, they run their football. Okay. And CAF in their always done nothing say Senegal for Atomra. Me they not have my drink a cry referee no decision to continue the game. Argentina referee no continue a game because I'm a park no so call they left the grounds and I'm a boy. Yeah. A called dressing room. Football rounds which say omo be cow field no so and our players are more park and so omo do 7 I want to me continue with the game. And I was wondering why a referee no continue the game. Senegal went ahead to win the tournament. Again, saying you say referee there as in the decision standing and I'm a boy. Final. Now any other punishment to be there doesn't change the decision of the referee. And I'm a boy. Yeah. So in the referee's report and everything, no. Or say Senegal for. Yeah, boy, we are my winners of the tournament, right? Until I don't know. Say yentina one is no. Morocco for them run and canisa. And media from day one. Me share CAF any year be. Emras away Morocco for starting say omo threaten women's AFCON omo threaten say near omo host was na kai say omo na mo host that tournament no omo say omo hosting a whole lot e ho na me ho say no omo di out but omo the region tell omo say omo league because you think e ntwin kwa tire dia o masa we are seriously yaudi anti o just yaudi anti na mo yes and to be told currently say ye ka Moroccan football womo and omo control CAF here. Yeah, that's true. Are you sure? I'm telling you. In everything, say Moroccan football baby I could do no. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, sure. Say yeah, qualifies here. To the World Cup ni friend is World Cup here Babekoi. How many matches? And the countries echo ball Morocco. But they didn't call for it. I'm not saying they call for. What I'm saying is. Are you saying it's Ghana and a woman and can be wait? Oh, gosh, forget. Now I know we fly cracker. But Emrano. Oh, Emrano. Oh, now they are new one. I'm not Emrano. Emrano. I've been making reconciliation. I'm going reconciliation. We're gonna name Emrano. Oh, penny for my board. They see. I'm going reconciliation. We're gonna name Emrano. Namrano, Semrano, and so Ebekasai. Oh, it's media. I think, say, CAF. Any more decision, a go African football anymore. What about say a caucus now? A job baby, now. And could do on a share because Senegal for so grounds are almost person which now so and the caucus. But the case in the coin, also on your protest. You know, Martin. Sango. Aye.
Unimno.
Augustine Sango.
Augustine. Orasoka executive committee no. And I
former car vice.
Ni statement no the buy. Ni post no the buy no. Or see, they dared to do this. They dared to substitute themselves for the referee of the final in violation of the laws of the game.
Yeah.
Africa and the world will know how to recognize the champions of the CAN Morocco 2026. Senegal will keep its trophy no matter what. Too bad for African football. Augustine Senghor.
Maybe you're a Senegalese in Tisano.
On the I didn't know. Jimmy Karaga, dear, or the buyer. Way a beer quine ama. Say, Obia Becca be beatre. And the way I did Becono, a been to subsequent AFCON, Yebebo, any other tournaments I be organizing. And say, I'm sure here, a Bema, Obua, man for war, African football, Crano, Abafam. And I think say we need to very, very careful. Because we there honestly I'm running there,
okay, I say this is why I love listening to the Ultimate Sports Show. Education purely, not Kotoko one, House one. Now the Eddie Gracie show no. As for Teteoku, as for Teteoku, one no answer say CAS Arbitral Award. 2019/A/6483 Wydad Athletic Club versus CAF Esperance de Tunis on my mind. Walking off the pitch beyond a stipulated time will always be punished. WAC suffered the punishment for walking off. Morocco Federation learned from this decision. Great show by all standard. As for Tete Oku, one historian, also I've been a part to account. I just said
inside game no. Work Franco because Morocco as a nation of Nigeria issues. So WAC decided not to attend to.
Show up.
No, it's different. There are issues with venue. But
this stipulated time. But the question is, did they exceed that time?
That is another semester.
Yes, of course.
But you bet to us by what China will be Uncle Kain, Mohammed Amin Lamte. The loop, right up here on us. Okay. Very, very detailed. Very, very detailed. Now, I say perfect decision by CAF. Now they are reading in the China. Okay. We'll read all this. Mohammed Amin Lamte, fantastic writer. I was saying, you see.
When we are talking about disgrace, I think exhibit the typical nature of either Ghanaians or blacks. Obi a possible no you so under airborne but you are punishing airborne. Senegal and the moment we must first by walking off in such a major competition. If you listen to what Jimmy Carragher kind now, he's trying to tell you that if it is a tournament or no, who is there later, Obi at that time would do the right thing. That so the referee would by that at that time first to say into a game so. Uche said really into the game so. Me say,
referee be no benya sa kukudo ni say mem to other game so.
But Jimmy Carragher say no can or person what say the other side maybe say Champions League European tournament can referee be the right thing.
Okay,
that's what he's trying to tell you. People are being controlled by powers being to the referee crowd say by the team osuru.
Auntie, I'm control you be.
Yes, because some incidents now will be the bar say. Senegal near you match. Senegal match. No, who catching you? Only about you. Let's fight the penalty of you.
And I'm more block. Ochina mamena say ochina mumrantem na yenye said man betway the betway influencer eso ya sene kama pa o share o eye o ochina na wa share with friends 4% of their wager eye o dia betano so aba. Now, o join a pair 2,000 Ghana cedis and or the Mauna Phoebe BI come. Sound so now home decor, so no papa pie free Italy no. Emaros was so a free nationwide delivery and to baby will be say arresting water heaters, water tubs, kitchen sinks, WCs and more. No answer be friend 055-965-0682 Emaros obejo so and afi Ramadan no e ba na wie Electroland Ghana say achedie okuta 699 Ghana cedis fridge bia opebia no obetimi ato TV bia microwave bia achedie ne doson e wona shops ni nyina mti oba obenya bi na wotimi ato e won yade besia na yada mase papa ene ma involve kase pa ma show no etimi awieye but the fancy ochina adomdum ye ne yesan atena so a ye besan aba na yasan atoa ye nkomo nyina so nti opinions no ye beto aso agege na yedi nkomo na bibia so etimi akoi on behalf of the production team no hana enenso de nyina no yedi ABC na yasore no prophet na yasafo etimi atake over mini de obin kwaku Andy Ghana's Myxtro nie until achina. Peace and blessings. Good morning. Akrabia.
1xBet.